Welcome everybody to
What
Total
up?
Tabletop. This is HotA, Horseman of the Apocalypse, and if you guys notice, we have a new look. Sorry, I didn't play the.
We have a new ad.
We have new everything. We
New
didn't play
everything.
the
world is
intro
new.
because we were running
Wow.
late. I was having to do all of the re-chroma keys and crops, but this is what we're looking at.
I like it.
It's really cool.
So-
It's really,
is really
you can
cool.
see it now that it's bigger. It's wow, dude.
Yes, so now we have two screens. We'll kind of give everybody a grand tour real quick. But first, let's get some introductions. Let's see who we all are. Then we're going to go over all the cool new announcements and everything. So, yeah, let's go across normal order. Kyle?
I'm sorry. What's up, guys?
Oh, gosh.
I'm still looking at stuff move around and float around, and there's musical notes and shit. And okay, anyway, what's up, everyone? My name's Kyle, coming at you from York, Pennsylvania, and I'm gonna get through my introduction really quick because I gotta go stare back at this amazing thing that Sean put together for us. So,
it is really cool, isn't it?
but yeah, in fact, while you're looking at it, you want to look right there at everyone's favorite Halfling Bard, Philly Shenanigan. That's what I played. But quick intro for me today. I'm going back to
All right.
looking at how beautiful
Well,
everything.
welcome back, Kyle.
Yeah. Hi everybody. My name is AJ. I play Rin Anaran, the High Elf Wizard, and yeah, I'm just looking at it constantly right now. It really is nice, Sean.
Thank
Great job.
Thank
Props
you.
to it.
Great job.
Welcome
Yep.
back.
I'm
That's
Dylan.
it.
I play Curtis Glaskin, and yeah, as you can see, I am the moral compass of this party.
Hmm.
And as God said, you must murder at least one child per campaign to achieve this level of success.
That's fair.
Or at least once a year, right? I mean, that's fair.
No, I mean,
Once a horseman.
Once a
quarter.
horseman.
once a
Okay,
horseman.
that's okay. Once a horseman.
Oh, we just
Okay.
had Jackie resub, and she hit 12
Hey.
months.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
So Mama,
Congrats.
full year. Nice. That's awesome.
God.
That just
Woo-woo.
updated your loyalty badge to the T, I think, as well. That's a big one. Cool. Awesome. Well, welcome back, Dylan.
Hey everyone, my name is Connor. I play Urger Dropper, the half-orc monster hunter ranger, who is slipping a little bit into corruption these days.
Awesome.
You're just
Little bit,
getting
this
to be
much,
that
this much.
age. You're a
Just
teenager now.
Just a wee little bit into the corruption these days.
And my name is Sean Steele. I'll be your humble dungeon master for the evening, DM Steelax. And let's go over the new look for everything. So, you guys know that there was the alignment bar that we had before. It was very hard to read. So now it's going to be just to the left of everybody. So it's much easier to identify. So as they go up and down, we'll be able to edit that as well.
Oh.
Wrong side, Kyle. There you go.
There we go. There we
Oh
I
my
waited
God.
for it to catch up on the screen, and I was like, oh, no, wrong side.
And then
There
we
we
got
go,
some
there we
some new custom effects behind all of them. That's kind of closer to their character. And we just got some bits here. Thanks, Baker.
Thanks, Northern.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be
Thanks,
our
Big
call it the
bits.
social or the RP screen. So everyone's bigger. There is no map on this one. And then if we go to our second screen, well,
There's
bang.
two?
There's two.
Yeah,
Guess
when
when you
it's the
thought it
map
couldn't get
screen.
any better,
So
there's
this-
two with a transition? Oh my gosh.
All right, so this is going to be our new combat
Nice.
screen. So the map is much, much bigger. This is definitely going to help the viewers because the map was so fucking small before. Couldn't see any of the details. I'd have to zoom in so far to see things that you couldn't really tell what was going on big picture. So that's how we're looking. Everyone looks aligned up pretty good. Health potions and inspiration points now have a new
Thanks for the
look.
follow.
They are the same as before. So, as you
It's so
guys
cool.
purchase them, they're all across the bottom, so you guys can easily identify if we need them or not. And then also we broke apart the two different minis you guys had. So when we're on the combat map, you guys have the combat minis, and when we're doing the RP, you guys have the social minis. So,
Uh-huh.
It's so
Look at
good,
that.
Sean!
thank you.
It's so good. I keep staring at it. Oh man, you did good, dude. Thank you for doing that. That's
You're welcome.
awesome, man.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
work,
it's
but
really
it's
awesome.
definitely worth it. All right.
Ah!
And we're late, but it's okay.
Yeah. All right, we are finally getting there, folks. Okay, so some quick announcements. We got some changes to the roster for the channel. Check out the panels down below to see that. If you guys join our Discord, we're also putting out all the information about a lot of changes going on. Things are getting moved around. Show gone, show coming up. A lot of things. So details are there. Don't want to bog everything down because these guys are antsy to just get in and play. Channel cheer. Thank you. Awesome. And then, let's see. Also, we're coming up to the new month. So with June 1st is going to be when we reset the VIP thing. So you guys are getting closer and closer to your chance to get in the top 40 to get the VIP badges for the table tokens. But let's just start playing. You guys know the deal. You guys are here every month. Let's get a recap. Connor, what happened last week on episode 59? Oh, we hit episode 60, guys.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Good time.
God damn it.
Episode
I feel like we're watching Oprah.
overlays,
You
all
get a
kinds of
thing. You
things.
get a thing.
It's just all of it. Woo. Beautiful.
So,
Love it.
last time on episode 59, we brought the year 7 to a conclusion. It took us, 15 episodes or so? It seemed like that. So we ended with a final battle between a lizardmen tribe that apparently practiced genocide against Aarakocra, but we were able to kill their leader, send them running with their tails between their legs while still getting the Aarakocra eggs back to where they came from. After that, we said our goodbyes and we started back to Alundra, our divine patron, if you will, who had a little more information after we had collected 5 of these blue orbs that Finley has been collecting throughout the years, and it seemed to restore some of her memory. But sadly, not as much as we would like, as we had answers that she still could not find the words for.
Every fucking time.
So with that, we continued to move forward in our chronological progression to year 8 of our 20-year campaign. And it seemed pretty simple. We found ourselves back in King's Glade outside of the capital of Candoria, but it didn't take long before we found we were followed by someone who seemed a little familiar.
I got it.
That actually took me a hot second. Holy hell. Okay,
Wow.
continue.
It was a tiny doll that had the same appearance as Kurt's Gladskin. We have seen this before, and we believe that this is a sign from one that is called the Masked One, who has already given gifts to both Finley and Urbra, and we have been told in a note to go to where Kurtz tasted the forbidden fruit in, of course, for this campaign, a fucking cave.
Wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
And that's where we
What
left
cave
off.
thing are you been eating?
Goddamn weak.
And any
Our
other
one
campaign,
weakness.
these players would be fine. Yeah, it's a cave. Let's just go.
Fuck.
But in this one, for some reason, they are just cave phobia.
Every time we've gone in a fucking cave, Sean, it's been a catastrophe.
It-
Every
true.
goddamn time.
That's true. I mean, there's been meteor swarms killing giant bees. There's been lots of fun stuff that's happened.
All
And
kinds of good things.
tonight will probably be no different. What else would you guys come to expect from HotA? Lots of grand stuff. All right, so yes, you had the little mini me of Kurtz, who had the note wrapped behind its back like a sword. You guys gave him a little nail, and he was chopping up the leaves. But come to find out, Kurtz is in crisis, or at least those that are important to him. So that is where we will pick off. You guys are just outside.
Outside.
You're outside with the swords.
Outside
in the Toigas.
proper.
Oh, now we went Aussie. Oh god.
Outside of Canterbury proper. And so we're going to just jump straight into the RP portion of it. But just to kind of refresh everyone's mind how we left off of year 8. You guys dropped off Grug with Alfred.
Yep, he's on the to-do list.
He's gonna.
That
he's
seems
gonna
really loud.
have to.
Hex the
wait.
follows. Okay.
Thanks for welcome to the table.
Were there any other things that are
I
leading
mean,
over this
the
year just
manor-
to touch
The
up?
manor's built.
Yep,
There
the
should
guild
be.
manor.
Okay, that's something to
Uh,
check up on.
And also, Urgra actually sent one of their friends to her home where we've
That's
had
right.
this sort of, it's a time traveling campaign, y'all. So we don't know if this 1 week where we get our future memories back into ourselves, if there's 2 different timelines happening, if there's 2 of us in the world and we just can't meet each other. So now things are going to cross, so we're going to see what the hell happens.
It's a goddamn paradox.
It really is.
All right, so we're going to just turn it straight over to you guys. Kurtz, you got the note. I think we left off with you just reading it, and then we stopped right there.
Yep.
And you were saying, I gotta go, and everybody's like, wait, what?
By himself.
Right.
This is- yeah.
Like,
Listen.
so you're like, all right, pause for a minute. You actually read it, and that's right where we left off. So that's where we're going to pick right back up. So after you just got done reading the note, you kind of slowly releasing the scroll as it's kind of coming back up. And the little doll, the little Kurtz doll, is going to be right next to your combat boots that you got, Kurtz. And you're going to see it. He was kind of leaning on it before kind of staring at everybody. And he's going to kind of throw one of his arms over, trying to give you a kind of a comforting embrace with his little doll burlap arm kind of over you. What would you guys like to do?
I will turn to the party. We must make haste to the teleportation circle. We need to go to the Bane.
The Bane.
Oh. Okay. Do you think it prioritizes over?
That's where.
Herder Flurgan is the closest teleporter. Yep.
Well, that's the closest I can get to where we're going, right?
Yes.
Would be the Bane circle. Okay.
Oh, the one outside of Herder Flurgan. Yeah, because your location that you're wanting to go to is in between Herder Flurgan and Glanchester, kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going someplace dangerous, do you want to stop by and pick up potions really quick first, or?
Refresh us real quick, Kurtz. What did the note say? We've got lots of follows. Thanks, everybody. We don't like to stop every time, but I just want to blanket thank everybody. We really appreciate you guys joining us and hope you guys are having fun with us.
A blanket thing.
We do.
Yeah.
I do.
Blanket
Well,
thanks.
the most important thing we learned from the note was that maybe writing Kurtz was here everywhere I go in body parts leaves a trail. And I got made fun of for it, so now we need a new catchphrase. But
Wait, hold on. Wait, why are we gonna change it up? I kind of like it as it is.
it was intimidating. But if the
Right.
bad guy is making fun of it, like,
Well, then we kill him, and then we don't have to switch our trademark. That's just how I see it. But I mean, if you want to change it, that's fine. I just really was digging into that.
I don't know. There's a lot going on right now. I wasn't thinking straight.
I'll let that one slide, Kurt's lesson. It's fine. We just time warped and things. Lots going on. All right. So where are we going?
The note says, "My dear grumpy-faced man, I have come to warn you of a terrible calamity that has befallen those dearest to you. If you make haste to the cave where you ate the forbidden fruit, you just might make it in time. I have seen others who intend you harm, and I hope you can intervene before it's too late. XOXOXO. P.S. Maybe don't put Kurtz was here everywhere you go."
Oh, so that's literally in the letter there. Okay.
Yes.
So that's just straightforward calling that out. All
No,
right.
yeah, which...
And Finley, as Kurtz is reading over the note, as he's reading it, you hear obviously Kurtz's voice as he's reading it, but you hear kind of a faint, distant laughter, and the voice of that very familiar voice is reading it along with him.
That's cool.
So it was grumpy face man and stuff like that. So you hear all that stuff kind of, but obviously no one else heard it, but you heard it being read in that voice at the same time as Kurtz is going over it with you.
Right. That's fun.
And I
And I
imagine
mean-
a tree opens its mouth and starts mouthing along with him for Urbra because her blindfold's not on.
Perfect. That was where I was going to go next. So exactly.
Jeez.
I love the tree idea. I was going to go with something else, but the tree, so the knots in the tree, you just see the face kind of coalesce into it, and it's kind of mouthing it as Kurtz is going.
And I mean, the doll
Are you
is the
too?
one who brought
Okay.
the scroll, right? So
Yes, he did.
It all makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Just staring at them. Are you too? All right.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Yeah,
fine.
your loved one's in danger. What are we doing?
Yeah, caves and things.
I personally, I want to make haste as quickly as possible. How long of a travel is it, Sean?
It is very early in the morning, about 6 in the morning. So you'll get there maybe if you guys just made haste and took off right now, with the teleporter to Herder Flurgan and walking, you'll get there maybe 1, 2-ish.
I gotta
we
be
do-
honest, I was only listening to like forbidden fruits. That's all I really got mostly out of there. So you had to fill me in on most of it on the way.
Right. Definitely. I would be happy to answer any questions you have. Just on the way to the teleportation circle.
All right.
All right, it's fine. Should we trust this thing? I don't
Absolutely
like it.
not.
I mean, it hasn't really wasted our time. It may have not led us to what we wanted, but it hasn't wasted our time.
It hasn't lied to us either.
And you'll see the little Kurt's doll at your feet, kind of looking at his wrist. Watches aren't a thing, but he's going to be kind of tapping at the wrist, like.
Yep.
And then little grumpy arms on the sides of his waist, like. Grabs the little nail sword that he has, and kind of like, like the charge, like thing off down the trail. But
To
you
be
guys are
fair,
free to do
last
whatever
time
you
we
like.
followed it all, it actually led to some pretty cool adventure / gear and paraphernalia, right? So I mean,
We also took out a Cult of Chaos sect.
right? Yes.
That's true.
Trust the doll.
I'm not saying
like
trust at
trusting the doll.
I don't.
Look
I'm
at
not-
him, Kurtz. He's look at him. His hands on his hips like that.
And you'll see him kind of lay over, doing like a calendar pose, maybe like
Okay,
August
okay.
this time. Yeah,
That's a
he's
little
doing
much,
like
little Kurtz. Little much. Okay,
Yeah.
nope, that's fine.
Really, a man your age.
Starts doing some push-ups. Look at
There
all
we go,
like
there you go.
super
That's
I'm
small.
all-
only.
Kurtz.
I'm only like
You're pushing.
35. Well, we went back in time.
We did go back in time.
Okay,
yes.
I thought you were in your
That's fair.
40s at least.
Oh wait, what year is this? 8.
Eight.
I'm 38.
Okay. We got there.
All right.
Math.
Well, let's do this. Yeah, you did it smart. You made your age and even thing to that's next time. I'll remember the next time travel quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So are we going to? We have to go to the teleporter. Let's go there. Let's hop to Skippity Doo. Are we stopping anywhere to
Skip-a-doo.
get any? Speaking of which, I did put it in the chat. Do we know what our goal is to start at all?
Yeah.
It carried over. Did
it
did
carries-
we
Do we
Oh,
do the
there
macro
are.
anymore? We don't do the macro anymore.
or
We
did
don't
we
do the
accumulate any over the years? I guess.
No, so yeah, what we're doing, because with all the game change that we did, where things are every year rolling over, it is going to be the currency that you guys had over.
Wonderful.
Hey!
I have
Fair
five.
enough.
Great to know that now. Okay.
Two.
Good.
And let us
Yeah.
know in the chat if those alert noises are really loud. I'm trying to turn it down, but it doesn't seem to be working
Oh.
for the follows. It's really loud in my ears. I don't know if it is for you guys, but thanks for the follow. Okay, so you guys are right by Candoria. If you guys are wanting to run into a shop to grab some stuff, it won't take that, because you got to go into town for the teleporter pad anyway. So
We don't
Right.
have money, so
Nope. Straight to the teleporter. We have no money for nothing.
okay,
We're gonna have to start looting people
Go,
again.
go,
for,
go,
like,
go, go.
Yeah.
sell.
okay.
Here's
Alright.
50 daggers.
All right, so you make haste towards straight to the teleporter pad. You see some commoners in the town, but paid no attention to them. You guys are just moving with a purpose and able to get to teleportation, no problem. It is
Kurtz
going.
is almost jogging.
Sure. Okay. And I'm assuming you're kind of taking points since you know where to go and where it is and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are following close behind Kurtz's lead. As you see, there is a kind of a hastened pace, which is definitely understandable. He kind of just normally goes with the flow, but you can kind of see the mannerisms kind of changing with him as he, this sense of urgency. And the doll is going to be kind of like over accentuating the mood that Kurtz is in. So you're going to see him be like, Finley kind of stops to tie his shoe, or, sees a really beautiful flower on the way. You'll see him kind of like get frustrated with you and like usher you forward, and you're only like 2 steps behind. He's like reflecting the sense of urgency as well. But you go through the teleportation pad, and it's going to take you guys just outside. What do I keep saying?
Outside.
Right outside I heard a flagging, right.
Flurgan. All right, so just to remind everybody on the world map, let's go ahead and
Jesus.
switch over.
Welcome to the table.
Hergaflurgan, isn't it? Around about there-ish.
It is Herd
Fucking
Flurgan.
Kickapoo.
One day.
One day we'll
I
go
don't
to
know if
Kickapoo.
anybody.
I'm looking.
It is
God
the
bless.
orange.
I don't know. Oh,
The
it's that
magical
that bright
place.
orange one. Orange and red square.
Yeah.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
Circle takes the square. What? What are we doing? Purgatory.
Circle take square. That's right.
We're going past your home.
All right. So the location that you guys are trying to head towards is, well, it's white, so you can't really see it, but where I'm pinging right there on the map.
Yep.
So
Right
I guess
through that mountain range.
we'll be following a river for a little while, and it's going to be going through mountain passes and stuff like that. So you guys are going to be going as fast as you can. It'll be about 1 or 2. So you guys have several hours of time to discuss things on the way, come up with some plans, come up with some theories, decompress anything. So I'll just turn straight over to you guys. So it'll just be all travel until you guys are done and ready to rock and roll, and we'll take it from there. So I'll turn it over to you guys.
While we're walking, I'll just be like, if you have any questions, ask them. We have a few hours of travel.
I think one right from the right from the hip there would be. So what are we running into here, Kurt Skalatskin? Just to maybe fill in the blanks here. Like, we are going to fill in the blank.
We are
to
going
meet
to
with fill in the blank because bad fill in the blank, like that kind of thing. If you could maybe.
We are going to the Bane territory.
Okay.
Specifically to a Shroud outpost.
Okay. That's different. Okay.
Is it a secret Shroud outpost? Because I
It is
believe...
not a secret. My legion was hired to destroy it.
And what condition did you last see this outpost in?
Well, we didn't see the outpost much at all, actually. We never made it.
Because
Fill in the blank.
because the Shroud, the Revenant, and the Bane gathered an army against my legions and slaughtered us.
Okay. Wait, Shroud, Bane, and the Revenant together?
Yes.
when, in our 20-year sort of timeline, did that happen?
What about would you say, Sean? I was thinking like past year 10, maybe like year 12-ish.
I'd have to dig.
But
some notes.
I'm not sure.
Welcome to the
Honestly, it's
table.
been this year. For all I fucking know.
Yeah, I'd have to dig through some notes real quick.
Let's say it's this year. Why not?
Okay.
Actually, we would have assaulted it. The Bane hired us.
Spaz said
the
you're
outpost-
14.
You're 14? Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking 13. Yeah, 14 sounds right.
A few years from now, the Shroud start encroaching on the Bane territory. They couldn't be bothered with the operation, and they hired us. They told us it would be fairly easy. It was not.
Out of curiosity, were you contracted by the mountain or the hill dwarves?
Mountain dwarves. It was the hill dwarves that came to the Shroud's aid.
That makes more sense.
And what exactly is the fruit?
We will discover when we get there.
You said the note said you already ate it, so you know what it is. What is it?
When we were attacked, essentially what happened is they equipped everyone who wasn't a mage with wands of fireball, and they rained down fire upon us for days. I and my second in command managed to find cover in a cave. Unfortunately, the fireballs caused the entrance to collapse. She was wounded. I was as well. She held on for a few days. I survived. Until my wounds healed and I was strong enough to shift the stone that had kept us in.
how long were you in this cave for? Do you know? I mean, maybe not. But
I lost track of time. A few weeks.
Welcome to the table.
And sometime in there, you ate a fruit.
what kind of fruit grows in caves? I don't really know of any fruit, really. Mushrooms? That's not a fruit.
There was nothing growing in the cave. And the blood from the outside was the only fluid.
Okay.
Did you eat her when she passed?
I survived. That is all that matters.
Uh-huh. So this is a bit more of a symbolic representation of the events that occurred in the cave.
Symbolic or not, my family is being held captured by someone or something. And if that means I have to go back and...
What was the captain's name?
Her name was Alex.
And as you're kind of going into this place of your memories, some of the events that have happened in your past, the ghosts that you see, you can kind of see them kind of pop up occasionally while you're going through all this, this exposition to them, kind of getting them caught up. But you'll kind of see them maybe kind of walking in a trail beside you guys as you guys are trying to make quickly, or you might see one kind of laying on a rock, comfortably as you kind of pass by. They're just going to be kind of sporadically spread out. These things that you're always seeing, you're going to kind of see them stationed out as you're making your way.
As we're walking, I'll just turn to the party and smile, but don't worry. My legions are with us.
Your what?
It's ghosts.
Oh. I don't really classify that as a good omen, Kurtz.
Yeah. And Kurtz, the letter said something about people dear to you. Now we know how far you'll go for your family. Is there anyone else this could be referring to, though?
No.
Good to know.
Welcome to
Well,
the table.
possibly my other officers who served with me, but they wouldn't know me. To be fair, many of them would either be dead or slaves or off doing something else if they hadn't come across me, so I'm not sure. But I'm sure we will find out when we get there.
Really trying to figure out how to process what's happening. Just being super quiet as we're walking. Put a pin in that for a moment. Hey, real quick, as we're going, I know we're kind of on a time sensitive issue here. If we all survive whatever's about to happen, and maybe we have but a moment to do so, if we have to come back here, as I'm guessing we're probably like past Hurdle, Oregon at this point, could we perhaps maybe stop here for maybe about a moment or an evening, perhaps? If we live for whatever's about to come our way.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Speaking of what's coming our way, Rin, does your book have anything as far as tidbits for this year?
Well, the little bits that I do know, I know the Revenant will be taking a time off from the monster hunting, as it were, or at least the attempts to find them. I believe, if I remember correctly, flipping through, defenses are abandoned. The Bane are hosting a tournament. That should be exciting. The Revenant are dealing with the rumors. Don't know exactly what. I also remember Mages for Ages is shut down because of a rival underground faction, causing great amounts of gossip about their
Well-
intentions. Not entirely sure what the gossip was, but it's enough to certainly make something go awry.
Hopefully Grug murdered whoever was speaking against his caretaker, as he is trained to.
Alfreds and Mages for Ages are two different things.
Shit.
They are,
Mhm.
thankfully.
Well, I'm distracted. Fuck you.
They're all magic shops
Yeah.
to me, okay? Right now.
Listen.
Okay.
All
Shit's
right.
going on.
He's a man of science, not magic.
A lot of emotions right now, okay?
Yeah. And I'll look towards like Ren and Urgra just to continue this line of conversation. So yeah, just a topic thought here. So just so I understand this correctly, the Shroud and the Bane and the Revenant are working together on something. The Hill Bane though, not the Mountain one.
Oh, the Curtis thing. Yeah.
Well, you see, when you have almost 3,000 men and women, mages and clerics and holy people, being led by one man who will fight for anyone who pays the highest, and that's a threat.
And just so I get this straight, you and your legions were sent to take out this Shroud outpost that was on the Bane Revenant side of things.
The Bane Shroud. It's between their territory.
And how long ago
Got
was
it.
this again?
You're 14.
This is going to be.
So-
Oh, this has
future
not yet to
14.
come.
Mhm.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, this is very confusing. Does the Laughing One step himself outside of time?
That
I
would,
mean, he
I
seems to be
mean-
able to follow us pretty easily.
Hmm.
it would make sense that he would.
Well, we do kind of have anchor points to, kind of hone back in on.
Well, that's the part that's disturbing, is he knows exactly where we arrive every time.
Which means that he was around the first cycle as well.
Possibly.
Well, if he knows all of this about us, our histories that haven't happened
Yet to
yet.
pass, yes.
Hmm.
The Christmas is yet to pass.
Alindra did share that their sisters have sort of foils on the more corrupt side.
Things they
It's-
cannot see, yes.
Mm. I imagine this masked one stands to reason that if there are three of them, there may be three of the others, and he is just one.
Fantastic. I can hardly wait to meet the rest of them.
I mean, that's all really. I'm going on the wings here of the team. I'm following Kurtz's lead here in terms of what you want to do with your caves here. So I just really wanted to make sure, maybe perhaps since I don't really know what the plan is for this week, if maybe since we're on this side of the continent, that perhaps maybe we just stop by the old Herg, on the way back. So I'm just following your lead here on this one, Kurtz Gladskin.
I appreciate it. Don't worry. We will deal with this business quickly and cleanly.
Great, good, okay.
Kurtz will kind of go a little ahead of everyone, just wanting to be alone.
Sure. Okay. All right. So as you are kind of, causing some distance between you and everyone else, you can see that all of your ghosts that you see are walking now all together in a group in front of you, and as you guys you're going through these different pathways and different where you're going, so there's multiple routes throughout going there that someone could go. They seem to be going along the correct path, ahead of you.
Yeah, I'll follow them. I'll even probably in a low mutter, keep your eyes out, men. I'm sure that the Shroud will have ambushes set up in these woods.
I don't think they really will.
Oh, what? I was.
Kurt said he's farther up ahead of us. It's.
Oh, we don't
it's-
hear him?
It's
Okay,
we three in the back.
Okay.
And speaking of
He
which, so
mumbles.
now that it's we three, I will whisper to the rest of the. All right, just so we're all clear here, he's talking about eating someone, right? Like, okay, because he mentioned something kind of sort of like that before, and I thought it was very metaphorical, like wisdom and things and blood, and I was like, oh, that's kind of
Well-
magic. Okay, but now, I mean, I'm pretty sure, without literally saying, hey, I ate that chick, that's what happened, right? As I'm looking up at these two as we're walking.
Yes.
Well, and
Okay,
that, or,
yes,
or
okay,
perhaps
good.
he might have done the other thing.
What
Oh,
thing are
like
you
like a
referring
like,
to?
like a fiddly thing? I mean, because that's what I'm getting on for
Like a fiddly-fiddly thing, yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, check in a cave. We're gonna die.
After-
That's where I would go with it.
Well, if he said that it was a her and
Uh-huh.
he did whatever they did to survive, and this is a time
How does
technically when his
fucking
wife
help
would
you
have.
survive?
Well, I mean, he might have done other things, but partaking in a forbidden fruit, I think that terminology
Boinking,
might have
Urgra.
been-
Boinking. I'll do the thing.
I
with the
thought I
finger and
read
the
that in
thing like
literature
that.
somewhere. But, it could. We won't know until we arrive. But it does certainly sound like something that will trouble Kurtz.
Because I mean, technically, first go around, the Mrs. Kurtz would have been passed. So I mean, it's like not like technically such a bad thing. You know, you're in a cave. There's a chick here. You think you're gonna die. You know, things happen. I mean, I know I probably would have, but
Even if the missus wasn't.
that's fair. But
I mean-
you know, so just to be clear here, how are we dealing with this? Because this is kind of new information about a comrade in the group here.
I mean, what needs to be dealt with?
I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here, Urgra. You know, I don't keep thoughts in. My thoughts escape my mouth, and then people hear them. You know. I said I wanted some old, hardcore Kurtz back, which we definitely got. Didn't know this level. Kind of creeping me out, but like in a good way. It's weird. It's a lot of emotions, but I can only imagine what you'd have to go through to do that. I mean, I don't know. Being back here might bring up some things for him that maybe we need to be on the watch out for emotionally.
Well, let's not forget he's also probably going to be tempted by the masked one, since it's his puppet that's leading this charge.
Right. I guess maybe Urgra moving forward until further conversation, maybe just be on heightened alert for Kurtz agains. I couldn't think of a name like Shenanigans there. I was really trying to put two and two together that I couldn't think of anything.
Catastrophes.
Catastrophes, yeah, no, you beat me
Perfect.
to it. Shite. Okay, no, that's a good one. Catastrophe. I'm writing it down. That was a good one. Pull out my little scroll here and catastrophes. All right, just be on the lookout. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it's pretty good, actually.
Now, if I even knew how to spell it in real life, catastrophes. That's not right, but it looks good.
And we
Anyway.
keep walking.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wanted to go over before you got there?
Welcome to the table.
Thanks for all the follows, by the way.
Well,
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Blanket thanks.
Yes.
I think the
Table's
only
getting
thing,
bigger.
like,
Let them wrap you around like a nice hug.
probably as like we get closer, Kurt's probably like gets more like looking like a trapped animal, almost like looking side to side really quick and just like clinching and like jumping at noises and stuff like that. He'll just be like muttering to himself constantly.
Mhm.
And when you start doing that, the doll will kind of be like, he's been walking, falling, but he's gonna be like notioning you to pick him up.
Yeah, well,
And he'll kind of like scurry up to your shoulder, and you'll see him kind of like standing up on the shoulder, like one of his arms on the back of Kurtz's head for kind of stability. And like when you flinch and do things, whatever, you'll see him kind of comforting Kurtz. The little doll hand will be kind of just rubbing the back of his head and kind of just reassuring him that it's okay.
Before we
Little
get
Kurtz
to-
climbed on Big Kurtz? Is that what I just heard?
Mhm.
Amazing.
he's riding me like Big O, just like
Uh-huh.
a little.
Or the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay, big guy. His little mitten.
I'll say before.
As you're almost running speed, the wind just coming through him, he's just enjoying the ride up on the shoulders.
Like a little conquistador.
The little nail out.
Pointing the way.
And I'll say before we get there, Urgo will cast Good Berry and give 3 berries to Kurtz and Rin, 3 for herself and 1 for Finley, because Finley has a bunch of healing stuff.
All right, 3 berries. I like 3 berries.
Kind of look at Urga real quick, like, the fuck? Just one? Okay.
How's that?
I mean,
how's
that's
that?
fine.
How's that
That's
staff, Finley? Have you
It's
used it
good.
yet?
It's a really good walking staff, actually. Thank you for asking.
Uh huh.
What do those do again, Connor?
They give you 1 HP when you eat it, and also once you eat one, you won't have to eat for the rest of the day. So hey, you won't have to worry about that. What you did
Yeah.
before.
No forbidden fruit problems this time.
This is a good fruit. You can eat this one.
Nothing forbidden about it.
Literally
iron.
says good in the word. Just go with it.
That's fucked up.
Damn it.
Alright, anything else for you
Well,
guys?
we will follow Kurtz until we get where he's getting pointed to.
Alright, many hours will pass, and eventually you guys will get
Many
to a cave, and it seems to be a cave before the cave. It's nothing eventful is going to happen into it, but it's going to be completely dark. as you
They
guys
say they
pass
can barely hear you, Sean. Just throwing it out there.
Oh no.
I didn't want you to keep going and them not be able to
Sure.
hear you. So
How am I now, chat?
we will see.
Technical stuff. Lots of fun stuff.
Tech is so fun.
There we go. They said we're good.
There we go. Okay.
So, you guys will pass into a smaller cavern that is going to kind of break into an opening before the final one. So, Kurtz, it's going to start becoming a realization to you as you're getting closer and closer to the location. And you're standing at the exit of this outer cavern before you pass into it. And you can see the sunlight that is coming through. It's midday at this point. You guys have been traveling for a while. All of your ghosts have disappeared. You can see the light for the exit of this cavern that comes to the opening. Is there anything that you want to do before you step into this place?
Yeah.
Look over all my spells to see what I need to get ready for this nonsense.
Do I have hold person for Kurtz when he goes insane?
Kind of. Just
He
making sure
does.
that's clicked. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Making sure.
No, Kurtz will just turn to the party, and he's like shaking and pale and sweating. Just like, before we go in, I have one request.
All right.
That you judge me for who I am and not for who I was.
Or will be.
No promises.
All right. Before we go in, Urga's going to use a primeval awareness, spend a spell slot, and she will learn if the air within 1 mile of her are any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Woo!
There won't be any.
Yep. So Urga just like holds up her hand and is still for 1 minute. All right. Well, nothing unnatural is ringing for me in that cave, so can I just do a survival check to see if there's like any regular foot traffic, whether it be creatures, humanoids, that kind of thing coming in and out?
There is foot traffic, yes. That seems like many sets of humanoid.
Okay.
Mm.
Anything fresh? Like, does it seem like an actually okay?
Mhm.
Do we see any like guards or?
They look culty.
No, not at this. Yeah, not at this point. Yeah.
This is COC on the,
Yeah,
on
on the boot.
All right, you guys ready to pass through?
I mean, should we? Do we want to try and sneak? I can make us sneakier if we want.
that might not be the worst idea.
I think.
Oh, hey,
caution
guys.
is good.
What?
Oh, okay, okay, all right, just right into the cave here and then there.
Yeah.
Okay, got
Alright,
it.
so as you guys following Kurtz's lead as you're stepping through, it will open up to this large area, and many of the areas outside of the first cabin was very forested, very thick woods. But passing through this, it seems to have opened to an area that's away from all of the trees. There are two large bodies of water on either side. As you guys are stepping out of this exit, there is these large formations of stone, and you guys are going to see two figures that are standing kind of with this pathway that goes through the water.
I'll walk up to him.
Okay.
I said already I'm going to follow Kurtz's lead on this. So whatever he's doing, I'm like his little Kurtz shadow puppet.
Oh, hi, Spaz.
Hello there.
I'll be
Oh,
Hey,
look at that.
Spaz,
Hi,
what up,
Spaz.
what up?
Hello there. Oh, God, I'm very
So-
hesitant.
Kurtz, as you walk out into this open, seeing two individuals standing on this natural bridge along with even more troops behind them, they look slightly familiar as you notice one of them looks to be a hobgoblin and the other one seems to be a very thin human, with the hobgoblin wearing very nice armor and the human wearing nothing. You'll recognize the hobgoblin as Havoc, one of your strategists, also one of your mage duelists that you had to take care of any unwanted casters that you ever came across, along with Philip, a surprisingly powerful warrior regardless of how small he is. They used to be a part of your legion.
Kurtz will just stop.
So do you want to approach that far, or do you want to step back at this point?
I'll approach till I recognize them, and then I'll sort of stop in my tracks.
Okay.
Just be like, that's not possible. What? Now, yeah, walk up to him like, how are you here? Havoc, Philip, what? How are you here?
I wasn't expecting this type of reaction, but you got here surprisingly fast considering everything. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but considering minus the large scar across your head and other certain features that was described to us, large sword does enough.
You know me.
We were told of you by the boss.
How does the boss know what you used to
Now, we were expecting you to come by yourself, but you brought friends, which isn't much of a problem. Well, now, I would like to say something, considering you, from what I've been told, you know how we operate. At the moment, you are, in a sense, surrounded, and we would ask you kindly to move in silently, or move in with a reasonable amount of cooperation.
And
To
at
the
this
cave by
point,
yourself.
the doll that was kind of up on your shoulder is going to kind of tuck in and be hiding, and your slats of the pieces of your armor or chainmail kind of try to hide his presence.
Urgra, you would notice this first before everybody else, but from what looked to be small rocks, actually remove as covers fall down, as you can see what looks to be archers come out of their slots in the ridge.
Hey, behind us.
Oh, great.
Now, I wouldn't want
Oh, great.
unnecessary bloodshed, but the boss wishes to speak with you, and this seems like the most reasonable way to do so.
Oh.
What they believe.
Well, you're not wrong. So, you're alive. Philip's alive. Ko's alive, I'm assuming. Murtog. Alex? Is she
Who?
alive too?
To the Ko and Murtog, who?
Maybe not yet. I think it actually was a few years after this I saved them. But I'm assuming... You know what? Take me to your boss. Let's have a chat.
Fine. Now, if I can ask your friends to please wait here patiently, and then we will continue on.
I'll tell them. And I will turn back to the party.
All right. So what's
Let me
what's
turn
happening?
your
What's
token.
going on? There's like a lot of tension in the air, even in this cave. So like, what's happening? Are we supposed to leave, or what are you supposed to do here? Like, kind of freaking out in here. What's going on?
Well, they knew we were coming.
Well,
No
clearly they
kidding.
sent you the note.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They also know who I am somehow. But
Again,
they don't-
clearly, because they... Oh, well, I did.
But they don't know who I am. I don't know. Someone told them about me, but they told them a description of how I looked before we came back with my scar and the wounds from conquest.
That's...
As Ren, as you're saying, well, they sent the note. You're going to be seeing little Kurt's doll head kind of poke out, and he's shaking his head no.
I think these are the people the note referred to who are going to endanger Kurtz's family.
Oh, we're in danger, all right. They
Well,
operate just like we used to, which means if you defy them, well, Rin probably will. Finley, you and Ergo probably won't get out of here.
oh.
Well, okay, hold that thought. Right. First of all, thanks for the vote of confidence. Okay, continue. Right. That was it. That was all.
I get a little closer. I was just gonna say, Kurtz, if they knew your description from a time not existing, how could this person know what you would eventually look like no longer because of our interference?
That's what I'm gonna go find out.
All right, that's very concerning. Do you want me to send Orion with you? Will they allow the bird, or will they not allow the?
They're smart. Havoc over there is trained to kill people like you.
Oh, great! I'll keep an eye on that one.
Is he a magic user?
Is he a magic user?
He is a magic user.
He is a
among other
magic
things.
user, among other
He
things.
is. He is indeed.
What?
What a four-way conversation.
What?
Chat,
use
let him
Slayer-
know he is a magic caster, please.
I use Slayer's Prey on Havoc.
Do not do that.
Just me looking at him.
Okay.
That's all it is.
If I'm correct, it gives weaknesses and things like that.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just getting a D6 any saving throws you make me do, and I get to do extra damage to you. And there's no time limit.
After all this conversation, can I have done Know Your Enemy on Philip?
Yeah.
New stuff. New stuff.
You would know Philip as not the person that fights in his regular form.
Hmm.
As he usually
So-
changes into a bear to kill people.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
fucking Christ.
Sweet.
And then I'll turn to the
There are
pipe and be
big
like,
bears up ahead.
the other one, the skinny one, he's a magic user as well. He turns into a bear, so
Oh.
it's
Like a polymorph?
It's terrifying. I don't know. I never asked. He turns
That one I will do Hunter Sense on, and that Spaz is the resistances and all that stuff.
That one.
Okay. But yeah, for the most part, I would say Kurtz, you would know your men pretty well. You would know that Havoc and Philip on a one-on-one fight, Philip regularly couldn't take you on, but in his bear form, he could easily outdo you.
Is he
Havoc.
like a druid or is he like a werebear?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It's a good question.
I should know because I know its resistances.
Does it tell?
It
Well,
should.
I
Like
guess
proficiencies?
he doesn't have any resistances then to silver.
Okay.
Or, you know.
Or resistances to non-magical damage, yeah.
Anything unsilvered. Okay, good to know.
And I'll just look at them and be like, well, I'll see you all on the other side. Do try to be careful. They will kill you without hesitation.
Right.
Which, Erger, at this point with your blindfold, you would notice.
I don't have it on.
Oh, you don't have it on? Oh,
No, I'd be wearing it.
okay then.
You don't notice anything.
So, for the
It's nothing.
chat, so you guys know what they see up ahead, we'll kind of scroll up a little bit. We'll pan up so you guys can see the entrance of the cavern
Yeah.
ahead. Either side of the water is filled with these enormous fish, longer than your guys' bodies. So you can kind of see them, their fins kind of sticking up through the water as they're kind of going around, maybe biting at some mosquitoes or kind of hovering over the water. There is many warriors, soldiers, footmen, archers, all huddled all around. There is a roaring campfire. You can see some just miscellaneous like encampment bits of gear passed up. But we're actually going to turn this over to Spaz and let him run this a little bit. I'm going to take a back seat.
Oh, shit.
Are you ready, Kurtz? Or do
Ready
you need a
to
little
die
bit
for the
more?
third time, Spaz. Die for the third time. I'll turn to Havoc, be like, ready as I'll ever be. Lead the way.
I won't be leading you. You'll be walking there yourself. I can trust you're capable enough to do that, I would hope.
Of course. And I'll just sort of shoulder check him as I go by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We can see all this. Okay.
Which
Good to know.
you'll notice the men in the front are in a formation with shields with pikemen right behind them.
Oh, yeah,
Got
when
it.
I walk out to him, I'll just be like, move.
Mm-hmm.
The one guard goes, okay, you don't have to, like, be mean about it.
Yeah, just done my job.
I'm micro-aggressed.
First day.
You don't
First
have to
day,
be a
okay? Just
dick
calm
about
down.
it.
Oh boy.
Who's this asshole?
Right?
Quick question.
day.
Just a quick technical question now. Do you guys allow people to hold spells indefinitely as long as you are, quote, concentrating on them until you choose to release them, or is it only for a turn?
You could hold spells, but that you just think in this situation that's a horrible idea.
I'm just making sure.
Mhm. You could hold spells like that. It's
Okay.
just you still have to do the whole casting portion of it.
Yeah.
So, Kurtz, as you find yourself inside the cave now, what do? There doesn't seem to be as many guards on the inside.
Yeah, I've got a good idea of what's about to happen, but I'm also going to be making sure I memorize my way back just in case. And counting the guards and shit like that.
Okay then. Few guards here and there walking by, not as set up as the group in front of you or that you saw coming in, but still ready to fight if necessary.
Yeah, just death glare, like Heart of Darkness death glare at them as I walk by.
They give
Is
you
Spaz a little soft to people?
A little bit.
He's softer compared to the rest of us. I'll
Right.
say that.
Okay. But yes, they give you a similar stare back.
Ooh. Just like I trained them.
Did
That's
you train
how
them
I
yet?
made them to kill.
I did. They're doing me proud.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I see a lot of things going on in this cave, Sean. Baz.
Oh, I see blue.
There's more.
Mm-hmm. So, as you begin to approach the deeper parts of this cave, you'll notice what looks to be a female individual wearing what looks to be a lighter set of armor with 2 rapiers by her side, with about shoulder-length hair. And behind her looks to be what's to be a natural rise in the rocks, which is a very nice platform where you can see what looks to be an unconscious figure of Anna and Himmler and 2 young half-elf girls. And you can see this female figure kind of giving you a slight grin as you're walking in.
Okay. Kurtz will casually approach, just scanning the room, taking it all in, trying to play it off as being calm. And I'm assuming I recognize the woman with the 2 rapiers.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I figured.
Alex?
I'll just approach. Alex, it's good to see you.
Indeed. It's been quite a while.
Well, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Quite a few things, honestly. As she gestures behind her. Just doing a bit of cleaning up. A few other things like that. Also, wrapping up and collecting the individuals that we spent so long training. As you'll notice as you look at her, and you've definitely focused on her at this point, you'll notice her eyes are purple, which are not
I
her
do.
usual color.
An Arcana check, which I am proficient in because of my background.
Make that check.
Do I know this shit?
Oh, well, that was almost a
It's
16.
not, it's not natural. That's not her eye color from what
That's
you remember.
not fucking neat. All right.
That's not right.
Ah, well.
That's not how it was when I left it here.
Sort of take a few more steps. Something different about you. Is it? Did you change your hair?
Well, I don't know. It could be my hair. It is a little bit shorter than usual. It could also be, you know, this gauntlet as well. It's a bit tight, but it does the job right.
Story of my life. Well, Alex, this has just been so much fun.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna need my family back now, and I'll take my legions back as well.
You
While
see,
we're at it.
I can't do that. Do you want to know how I remember you, Kurtz?
Take a few more steps forward.
Mm-hmm.
Go
You
on.
see, unlike some of the others that you decide to keep around you at all times because you imprison them, I was able to escape. You see, when your friends and you went to that strange place in the sky, I was shot out elsewhere, back to myself. And the sad thing is, those that follow you can't really move on. And that's not right. For all the people that you killed, all the people you make suffer, all the people that die around you are stuck with you. So I think about fixing that, but how do I do that? Well, I could kill you, but where's the joy in that? No, I need you to suffer like those that you keep along with you.
My men follow me after death because they are loyal.
Your men follow you after death because you imprison them. It is not that you are a great leader, no. It's because there's something inside of you that forces those that die around you to stay with you.
You remember everything.
I do.
Then
And I
you-
remember what happened afterwards as well. Now,
Now-
I would like to thank you because you left a wonderful trail throughout the years for me to follow you. But whenever I encountered you at certain times, you never seemed to recognize me. But now you do. So now I know I'm talking to the real Kurtz.
I'm not connecting the pieces in my brain.
Oh, come on.
Shit. Fuck. I'm really not. Can you explain it for me, Barney style?
She met your other person who wasn't you cognitively sent to the past throughout the other
Oh,
weeks of the
God.
year. But now that you
I was
recognize her,
I was
she's
thinking
like,
about NPCs we came across. What the fuck was it? The fuck?
It's Vanna. She's the only one with the same hair color.
She's not limited to this week.
Kurtz's doppelganger hurts. You all along.
So I was able to plan for quite a while and get things set up wonderfully. Collect a few individuals, train them back up again, and set up this little meeting of ours.
How do my family members look?
At the moment unconscious, you would think through magic of some sorts, not like being beaten down.
Okay.
Kept asleep.
What do you want, Alex?
I want to see if you've changed. Though I also want you to suffer like those that surround you, as I could still see them wandering with you. But what better way to do that than play on your biggest flaw? How you are so indecisive at times and hesitate. So, I'll leave you with a choice, a wonderful choice. You can either A, do what you usually do and run in head first and lose your entire family, or B, make a choice and not lose everyone at once. That's all I ask. It should be simple enough. Though knowing you, a simple decision is very complicated.
Alex, you don't want to do this.
Oh, trust me, I do.
I'm gonna use my thingamajig. This.
Detect evil and good.
So, like Finley's item, and like Urgra's bow and blindfold, you get the same radiant energy from all of Alex.
Oh, the whole person.
The whole person,
Oh.
somewhat condensed.
Shit. Okay. 1 second. Fuck. Okay.
Can we shift your guys' tokens back a little bit so I can get everybody in a good shot? There we go. Okay, continue.
What are you gonna solve here, Alex? What's this gonna do? Make me suffer?
Well, yes.
Have I not suffered enough?
That's the thing, Kurtz. You suffer, but you still don't die. No, you need to die. Those around you need to be set free, and you just can't allow that because you're too stubborn. But killing you is no fun. Killing you will not get me back for what I lost.
And this will?
No.
Torturing innocents?
You speak about torturing innocents? You know the things we did. You know all the people we killed. You speaking about killing innocents is just a joke.
You're not wrong.
I'd like to think it's actually Kurtz. What are 2 more lives? Or if you really just want to get this done with, what are 4 more lives? You've already lost them once, why not just do it again? But that's the thing. You always hesitate.
If you do this, Alex, I will find you. And I will rip every scrap that's left of your soul into shreds.
That's the thing, Kurtz, I'm right here. And I don't care if you kill me. Honestly, I just care if I kill you. Or at least break you even more on my way out once again. And then when I get my second chance of when I'm stuck by your side again, I'll free more and come after you once again. As long as you live, I will come after you.
Alex, I'm not the same man I was back then. I am sorry for what happened to you. I am.
You say you're not the same man, but people don't change, Kurtz. Or at least not for the better.
Damn.
Guys, I'm fucked.
Yes. You're doing great.
Yeah, no, I don't have shit that I can do to get out of this situation.
Well, to give you a moment to think, did Sean? Did you see over on the side? I was doing detect thoughts on these two knuckleheads over here.
Yeah, we can actually.
Oh, do you want to jump back over to?
I'm not saying you have to. I just didn't know if
We-
Kurtz needed a moment. I don't know.
I
Sure.
think we can jump back over and give Dylan a moment to process this.
Sure.
Yeah, I think
Then,
the process.
then after that, we'll actually go on our first break. So there's
Sweet.
more time, and then when we come
Okay.
back, we'll come back jumping straight back into Kurtz and Alex.
Okay.
All right. So we need to move this one over here. All right.
Poor Dylan, man. Jesus
I
Christ,
know.
Okay, so we are with Finley, Rin, and Urgra outside. All right, so what were you trying to do, Finley? Get us caught up on what you were saying.
Oh, so I've done this before when I kind of just put my hand in my pocket and I grab a copper piece and I totally dink it in there because I need a copper piece to cast the spell. I want to do detect thoughts on the hobgoblin and Philip and maybe like an archer or two and pop back over to the hob. Because as long as it's
Okay,
an
then.
action, I keep popping. It doesn't do anything.
Is it no saving throw at first?
No save.
Oh yeah, it
No
is
save
using
on-
pry. Yeah.
No save unless I go deeper, which I
So
don't
who
plan
are
on
you
doing that.
Who are you starting with?
Probably just go in an order like hobgoblin, Philip, archer,
Okay.
archer, hobgoblin, Philip.
As you cast the spell towards Havoc,
Hmm.
you notice the spell breaking, and then Havoc looks over at the group and notices Finley. Interesting. As he goes out and pulls out what looks from underneath his armor, a necklace. None of that shit. You got it?
No,
It's
what,
your one
none, of,
warning.
none of what? What are you talking about? We're just standing
I know
here.
what you did. I'm no fool, Bard. We were informed of your group. Don't
Not really.
fuck around. This amulet stops anything that is mind-altering or charm-inducing. My best men have this on, so trust me, not a good idea.
Huh.
Sounds like you got a group discount. Do you know where we can find some of those?
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, yeah, that'd be great.
Bring it up for the rest of the class.
To be honest, we got most of this equipment at the same place. And, well, ambushing and raiding a group of Revenant and stealing their equipment. Where I've got this as well, as he flicks his finger around and you can see a wand in his hand. Rin, you can make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it look like a special wand I have seen before?
Like a
We'll
boom
see.
boom wand.
Like a lovely little wand, or a, oh my god, kill me now, little wand?
It's
It's
a death
14,
wand.
14.
It has an R on it. No, I'm just kidding.
I would say that's high enough, especially considering Kurtz mentioned that earlier. That is a wand of fireballs.
Ah, Brill, of course it is. No, yeah, I'll just kind of lean in towards Finley and go, Finley, that's a fireball one. Just sit down and don't aggravate the man.
It's just that, they've been gone a long time. You know, what the hell are they talking about in there?
How long have they been gone?
I mean, that's a good question. Do you two know what's happening in there?
I have an idea, but that's not for me to say.
All right. Well, in that case, can you say you obviously wanted Kurtz? We apparently weren't anticipated. How do you're supposed to be the strategist. How do you foresee some eventualities of this happening?
Well, you see, for the point of us not knowing you were coming, that was more something for Kurtz to hear. But when it comes to the point of the overall plan of this, I believe Kurtz, for the most part, will survive. Though the question is, how will he be after he survives?
Oh, the riddles, they're so thick today, aren't they?
Alex, I would say, is as strong as Kurtz martially, but Kurtz has obviously the edge with his own weapon compared to her.
Lean, did you just say Alex, the one that?
Yeah,
he
right. I was going to
whispering the
lean into
story?
you and do that, but yeah, okay, you're whispering too. Okay.
Let's
We
lean
both
into it.
we both lean into whisper to each other the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
But yes, this is just a matter of what happens to Kurtz in the end. If Alex does win, then our mission here is done and we move on. It's very simple. And mattering on what you do, you either get to move on yourselves, or you don't.
So you really have no animosity to us. We just don't want us to interfere with your interrogation.
No, I honestly don't care about you individuals. I'm just here to make sure you do not interfere.
All right. Is she paying you?
In a sense.
Oh, well, in a sense, as something vital, or
As someone that does not have blue eyes, you know how valuable scrolls are.
I do indeed. Oh, is she providing you with materials from the Revenant?
She's providing me with a couple things as he's tapping the wand again.
I noticed your little trinket. You're not the only one who was able to score a few things from the Revenant, but I also have a source inside. I believe that could be valuable. Perhaps we could find a more agreeable arrangement with the pair of us that might be better than the one you have with Alex.
I don't see how Kurtz can tolerate you. You honestly talk too much.
Let's just say he maybe needs magical talents to balance out his arsenal. Perhaps why he needed you.
He didn't need me, and I didn't need him. It was an agreement of sorts.
Well, we could have an agreement too. It's just open there for discussion.
I guess we'll see on how this ends.
Nice cave you got here. We fucking hate caves. The sooner we get out of here, the better. So,
Caves are pretty bad. Especially for explosive magic. Can end up pretty bad. You know,
For
not
everyone.
Yes. Or just, deafen yourself, which is pretty bad as a caster anyways.
Well, don't look at me. I'm not the one who's been casting any of that magic. They know me well enough. I haven't used a single one of those spells.
we all know that. AJ.
I cast no combat spells at all. Don't worry about it.
I
Magic missile.
Do you need a rubber shield?
Perhaps we can make a trade as he
comes out of the inventory.
Rubber shield for your wand of blasting.
None of these ones wanted it. Maybe you see the value in it.
I cast no comment. No comment. I love it.
Now then, are there any more questions that you have, or are you just going to sit quietly?
Just really bored, have things to do, but really kind of worried about our friend in there.
I look around. Do I see mostly just humans, or are there people like, are there tabaxi, are there dwarves in this regimen?
It's a mix of races, honestly.
Okay.
They have humans, they have dwarves, they have elves, they have tieflings.
They have elves? Oh, wait, what else?
They have wood elves.
Do they have high elves?
No, they wouldn't.
The other. Oh, okay, all right.
Do they have
I see hippie elves then, all right.
Would you see one? Hold on.
Go ahead.
Can somebody roll me a D100?
Sure.
I want to go see what these shark things
How about a
are.
20?
20. They also have a wolfman.
Ooh! A
Like
wolfman, you say?
Like a lycanthrope?
Nope. Just looks to be a man.
Just a wolf, man.
Just a wolfman.
Just
Nope.
a wolf.
What does that mean?
Just a wolf.
Connor, it's just a wolfman. Just take it in. It's great. Don't question it.
You look at it and it's like, that totally looks like a werewolf. Why is it not mauling everyone apart? And why is it wielding a bow? Who knows?
Listen, I've been around, all right?
I'd never seen a wolfman before, so Rin's probably just staring and looking at him more than anyone else, just kind of doing little note-taking.
If he does more than 5 minutes, Urker's going to nudge him.
Oh, it's more
You're
than
staring.
5 minutes. Yes, of course I'm staring. I'm analyzing.
I'm analyzing.
I look
Gosh,
over to Philip. What's his demeanor like? Is he I get the feeling Havoc's very serious, but is Philip kind of the same strain?
Philip seems like pretty chill. Like his hands are inside of his pockets at the moment. He's just looking around. Just he kind of has a tap in one of his foots. Just going
That's a
back and
Finley
forth.
friend.
How is he attired? Any armor, weapons?
No, he's wearing honestly very light, baggy clothes. He has a satchel to the side, but that's about it.
Okay.
No real weapons to speak of.
Yeah, we're probably just twiddling our thumbs out here. I'm looking at
Yeah.
these sharks. I want to look at these sharks and see if they have lasers on them. Just not get too close to the edge for comfort, but
No, they've got wands of fireball attached.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just looking for wands of fireball mounted to their
Wands of Eldritch Blast.
I don't see any, so they're just bullshit sharks. Okay, I thought maybe they were.
We weren't that high tech.
We're not that important.
Yeah, not yet.
That's in the other cave for the higher level characters.
Then, if that's everything, then we'll move back on to Kurtz.
Actually, we'll go on our
Break time!
first break.
Oh, first break?
Yes.
Fuck.
When we come back, we'll be jumping back in there. We hope everybody's having a lot of fun and enjoying the new outline for everybody.
Oh, it looks awesome, man. Looks awesome.
The overlay's great.
When we come back, we're going to do a raffle and give away some table tokens. You guys use
Woo!
those for all the mini games you guys might see in the chat. Every quarter, we're going to reset, and June 1st is coming up where we're going to be resetting the top 40, get the VIP badges. So you guys are definitely going to want to catch that. All right, we're going to go on a first break. When we come back, we will pick up right where we left off. Hope everybody's having a good time.
No.
BRB. The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna film this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter, Melody.
Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into a, let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah,
we're on our phones. I'm gonna do shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my headline. Indeed.
Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldevar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Ren and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard and kind of kicks his foot. Like, ow! Down, and he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, "Are you not entertained?" Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Kandori had ever seen, if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Anoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age,
I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Orthalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Kandoria's history and its secrets, my manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the Horseman's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the Horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
All right, and we are back. Let's see.
What up?
Yep, audio is working. Thanks for sticking with us, everyone. We have some table tokens to give away. All right, so I'm going to open it up, and it's going to be ! raffle to enter. It is free to enter. And I don't know, I'm going to put it up to you guys. How many points should we give away? We are getting closer to the end.
750.
Wow, that was a lot.
Or that 750.
I mean, 1,000 was what you did last time, right?
Or 1,000.
1,000?
1,500.
15, all right. Let's do it.
You can make some more points off that if you get a couple wins.
Sure, all right. 1,500 table tokens. All right, I'm going to open that up right now. Everyone can enter. If you are a subscriber, you are going to get 2 raffle tickets when you enter. Everyone else will just get 1, and we'll go ahead and draw a winner from that. So go ahead and enter. ! raffle will get you guys in there. Quick little plugs. Our merch store is open. They got lots of cool stuff. There's Total Tabletop, HotA, there's Ages Past, there's coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, lots of cool stuff. With the whole pandemic thing going on, right now they're only shipping out cups. I have some shirts and stuff on order, but they are backlogged because how their shipping stuff's going on, I'm not sure. But if you guys want to support the channel, that is a really cool way for you guys to get some cool swag out of it as well. If you guys are new to the channel and like what you see, we appreciate follows. It does help us out. And if you guys want...
Ven's saying you didn't start the raffle.
I didn't. Let me start it.
Oh, gosh. All right, everyone, that was a good practice round.
Yeah.
! raffle, get you in there. I'm so sorry. I had one more button to click and I didn't confirm it.
! Raffle, that was a good practice round. All you guys who did it the first time, it looked great. It looked really good.
Sean, I can't believe your shameless mugging that you did right there.
Shameless?
The mugs.
I get it.
Nice.
Plugging, mugging, everyone.
And we
No,
are-
nothing.
Plug,
I
plug.
appreciate it, Spaz. Yep, it was good.
And we are also getting ready to kick off the guild games. We have games ready. We got people ready to run it. If you guys want to play with us, we have a pay-to-play feature. If you guys are Tier 3 subscribers, that opens it up. All the information is in the Discord. And if you guys cheer bits to help these guys out, we didn't talk about that. It is going to give you guys a rank, so you'll get a little rank, and that will also be the rank of your characters in the guild. And when the guild hall gets established in these guys' games and the other games on the channel, your NPCs will get to be in our games here on the stream. So it should be a lot of fun. We're looking for some good interactions. You guys can create characters over in the Discord with us. All right, so let's go ahead and close the giveaway. Sorry, I didn't open it. Pick a winner. Jackie Rackham.
Hey! HotA Mama.
All right, let's get hers 1,500 points.
Boom. Oh, 1,500. Wow.
Yeah, we're at 15. All right, exclamation point.
Congrats.
Points. Double check you got them, Jackie. It should have gone through. All right, so we're going to turn it back over. Oh, we didn't introduce Spaz. Spaz, you just kind of crept in here. We kind of planned that out. Who are you? Welcome. Introduce yourself.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Spaz, and I'm pretty much, co-DM of HotA. Yeah.
HotA.
HotA.
You also have you have an exciting thing that we're in the works. You want to go ahead and plug that?
Yes. So starting soon to an undisclosed time, we are going to be starting on Wednesdays, replacing season 2, Rise of Unity, which will pretty much be set back 2,000 years in the past in the same world of HotA.
Awesome.
Pretty much adventuring on what when the gods come about, what were the gods like, and things of that sort, and also the tribes and how many more races there were and stuff like that back then.
Awesome. Should be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a meeting tomorrow to discuss the admin side of it. Join the Discord if you guys want to get in the know before we say it here on the stream. All right, I'm gonna turn back over to Spaz, where we're going to Kurtz, who is confronting Alex inside the inner cavern, where his loved ones are split in two groups. His wife and his brother over on the left, while looks like his 2 children are over on the right. Turn it over to you guys.
So
Okay.
So at this point, it's a lot of tension in this conversation, as I'm assuming, Kurtz, do you have your hand on your Zweihander yet? On your shoulder?
No, but you may have noticed that I have moved within 10 feet.
I have. Which she has also noticed that. Which her hands are on her hips at the moment, but that's not that far from drawing distance. Which, at this point, you're close enough, and you notice that gauntlet on her arm. It's something you haven't seen before, and it's very strange, as you'll also notice the part of her arm that it isn't covered by it has a kind of purplish coloration to it, kind of like it's losing oxygen to the arm.
So, Alex, the plan is I get to choose who dies. That's my guess. But what's stopping me from killing you and everyone else in this room?
You can't kill me fast enough before I can kill all of them. It's simple, Kurtz. I know how strong you are. You have an idea of how strong I am. I've been practicing for this moment, and I've staged it out to work in my favor.
On that note, can I do Know Your Enemy on her?
Yes, you can.
And I would like to know, I think I get to choose 2 of them.
I am going.
Yeah, 2. I want armor class.
I'm gonna rule out HP though.
Rule out HP. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna do armor class and Dex.
Superior for both.
All right. So I'm looking around. I'm outgunned. I'm outthought.
Are you going to pull the cards?
I'm just gonna look at Alex, be like, Alex, we cared for each other once.
We did.
Don't do this.
And why not?
Because it's not going to change what happened. You and I are the only people that remember that.
You're right. But it will also fix what didn't happen.
I'm going to find you after this.
So what? Make your choice, Kurtz. Now, as she raises her arm, or never. Your wife and brother, or your 2 daughters.
My wife and brother.
That's who you choose to die?
Yep.
Okay. Sean, can you bring that up? As you notice, as she snaps her finger, as the entire gauntlet inflames itself, as this large pit with arms and fire gushing out of it opens up from the bottom of your brother and wife, as they are pulled down into what you would think are the depths of the hells. Good. So enjoyable. It's funny. I was hoping you were going to just make the wrong decision. But I guess that's how it goes. As she
You're gonna rip out your rotten heart.
As she draws her 2 rapiers.
I'll draw my sword.
Okay then. Oh no, all the kobolds.
That was from a game with my coworker. Sorry about that. All right, go ahead. Totally forgot to clear that out. All right, go ahead. Roll initiative.
Fuck. And I get advantage on initiative.
What? It's both the same?
Wow. Yeah, I rolled it twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a really low initiative roll on my side.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just fuck off, Spaz. It's fine. There's only 2 of us. Doesn't matter how much you won by. Just saying.
You're right.
Better if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Okay then. As she's going to move up Kurtz, close and personal, as she is going to attack once with her rapier. Missing. But I'm going to use a superiority dice.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I'll use one too.
You have
repost.
Oh, God.
Can
Here
you
we go, folks.
I don't think you can use repost if I use precision to actually hit.
You son of a whore. Wrath of the Storm.
Okay, you get Wrath of the Storm off.
Fuck me, guys.
And you take 9 piercing damage on her main hand.
I guarantee you Jackie is dying right now.
9 piercing damage down to 6.
Did anyone see in the chat I asked how long they've been gone for?
It hasn't been more than 30 minutes at this point.
Need a deck save.
Save.
She's terrible at those, I'm sure.
Terrible, yes, indeed, terrible. What's the DC?
14.
14. Okay, I pass.
Okay, so she takes 5. We'll do thunder damage as when she hits with the rapier, Kurtz just lets out a fucking scream that you guys actually would probably hear out in the main cave, maybe.
With the clash of thunder?
Yeah. It's just a war cry from Kurtz.
Okay. Second attack will hit. For 12 piercing damage.
Down to 9.
And for her offhand rapier, as you see at this point, it has ignited.
Oh, tits.
As she brings it up to stab you with. Which will hit.
Yeah, so we're in a cave and there's thunder clashing that we've heard before when he's Wrath of Storm people we get a DM clarification if we hear this going on or not?
You hear it. It's just, are you going to do anything? At this moment, you are surrounded.
I
by
did tell
archers.
you guys not to
interfere,
do anything either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I ever listen to Kurtz. That's fun. Okay, so
So
yeah, go ahead. I would like to talk to my comrades here at some point. Just saying.
for the last offhand attack, it is 13 piercing damage and 15 fire damage.
Oof. So, what was that? 13 piercing, 15 fire?
Yeah, so 10 piercing and 15 fire. And at the end of her turn, she'll give you a slight bow.
All right. Yeah. Kurtz is just gonna look down at like the blood pumping and then like the fire and everything that's going on. He's just gonna let out another just scream and start attacking.
That will hit.
All right. And I'm gonna use trip attack on that.
Okay.
And that is a strength saving throw, DC 17.
She's on the floor.
All right. So damage for first attack, 14.
Okay.
Second attack,
You
advantage.
roll your die for damage.
Yeah, that's what the 14 is. Oh, the superiority. You're right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Never gets past Connor.
Ooh. So 22 damage on the first hit. She's on the floor. Second attack. $20.
That will miss.
Yep.
As you come down with your sword towards her, as she rolls out of the way, putting one of her rapiers up, as it just slides right past her.
All right. I am going to activate my Sister Stone.
Okay, then.
Come on, baby.
Come on, we need it.
This
I
would be
know,
a really
just
cool time for it.
do it.
Oh, yes!
Yes! That worked! Oh, shit!
Oh my god!
Rage for 1d8 rounds. Let's go.
man.
Please be
Rage up there.
Do an 8.
32 rounds.
32 rounds.
D8 roll from Kurtz.
That's
come on.
awesome. That's
Good time to
crazy.
get it.
Ooh,
That's
6
good.
is
That's
good.
good.
Hey!
Oh,
Bravo.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
Alright.
fittingly good and awesome.
Alright, so let's put a 6 up there. How many turns you got of it left?
All right, and then so it's a little bit of an altered rage too because it's from the stone. So I have advantage on strength checks and saving throws, +2 to attacks and damage, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and I can cast spells with it as well.
I think it's just a +2 to damage for your attacks.
Just a +2 to damage?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
It's just a +2 to damage.
You're right. Okay.
Though
So
that resistance to piercing.
yeah, no. So Kirsch is just gonna scream out in Celestial, just I'm gonna fucking rip your heart out. Pop the stone, go into a rage, action surge. She's still on the floor, so I still have advantage.
You do.
Excellent. Good job, man.
All of it. All of it, dude.
That will hit.
26, and this one is gonna be a menacing attack.
Okay, then. Does it do additional damage?
It does.
Okay, then I do the damage, but it does not frighten.
Okay. So that's for the. So that's gonna be a total of 22 damage on the first hit.
Nice.
Is that adding rage damage too?
Yeah, the rage damage was kind of low, but. And then so second attack. Fuck. I'm gonna use my inspiration die to attack again.
Amazing.
Nice.
And these are purchased by the viewers. Kurtz may need another one. Just throwing it out
May
there.
need another one. That will hit. Just barely.
And this one's going to be a disarming attack.
Okay then. What will I have to roll for that one?
Strength.
Maneuver. Strength.
17.
Pass.
Okay. I still get the damage.
Mhm.
So that's only going to be a total of 18 damage. And then for my bonus action, I'm just going to slam my fist into my chest and cast Shield of Faith, which is a +3 we decided on because of the sanctification.
Oh.
So my AC is now 20.
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
And that is all I can do.
It's a hell of a turn, bud. Good job.
Good job. Very good job. Okay then. Guess it's for me to get up. So she's gonna get up with 5 feet of her movement.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she's gonna have some fun with this now. Cause that fucking hurts.
That was good.
Okay, so rapier. Rapier. Oh fuck, hurts.
No crits.
No crits.
Oh, no crits, so it's
Oh,
just a
that's
regular
right.
attack.
Adamantine armor.
Adamantine
So
armor,
lucky.
good for you. Okay, so that is 10 damage reduced by 3.
Okay. I'm resistant because I'm raging.
You are resistant, so,
So
it's
it's
half damage.
half damage minus 3. It's down to 2.
2
Wow.
damage. And the other attack is
That
14
sister still
damage.
clutch, man.
Yeah,
14
I know,
damage. 14 damage cut in half.
Praise
Down
be
to
to
7
God.
minus 3 to 4.
Okay, then.
So I'm sitting at 40.
Okay.
Oh, Kurtz, you got another inspiration point, looks like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
From Brian.
Thanks, B.
Ah,
Thanks, B.
nice.
Okay, then.
He's my biggest supporter.
And I'm going to do my offhand attack at this point, which will hit. And
Okay.
that will... Oh. That is 10 piercing, which is brought down to 2. And
5.
then that's 9 fire.
Okay, Kurtz. You got it, Kurtz.
And let's action surge at this point.
What? Oh, you're gonna action search?
What?
What?
Let's do it together.
Okay.
I'm about to go down, boys.
What's your current AC?
20.
Okay, that will miss.
Okay.
And
This is the top of the round, right?
this is the top of the round.
I will repost.
Repost. Okay.
That is my last superiority die.
2.
That will hit.
Plus the D8, 20.
And that has rage in it already?
Yes.
Okay, then.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, then. And then for the last attack. Oh, wait. No, it did not. Wait, did I roll? 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, I did roll.
I fucking know.
I was making sure.
Show us your rolls, Spaz.
And then, so superiority dice, I'm going to do trip attack on you, so I'm going to need you to make a dex saving.
And
Saving throw, strength saving throw.
And I have advantage because of rage.
Yeah, rage.
Just going for damage. See what else I can get.
Roll, please.
20.
You pass, so you you jump over her. You just jump over her leg as she goes for the trip, and you take what is that? 1 damage?
I'll take it.
It depends on your order.
Oh no, wait. No, 0 damage from that.
0.
Oh.
3. Yep. 3. Yep. 0.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else?
That's her turn.
Cool. Did we decide if viewer potions were a free action or a bonus action?
So it's a bonus action to use them, and you have to roll. If you use it as an action, you get full HP from it. And your guys' current HP that you get from your potions is 44 plus 4.
Yeah.
So what, 20 full or roll the dice as a bonus?
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus action to take the potion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Concentration checks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Concentration checks. They're low, but you still have to make them.
Yeah. I fucking don't know. Well, I'll remember.
Are you? The rage doesn't count as no casting spells, right?
It does not.
Yeah. So if it's a concentrate, oh no,
Not
it doesn't
for
count.
his.
That's right.
Not for his rage. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, he's got good rage.
All right, take 13 hit points.
Healing for 13.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna sort of look at her. She's looking kind of beat up.
Oh yeah, you're both fucked up at this point. You've been hitting each other pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slam that potion back and just sort of take a hand off as it starts glowing with radiant light and be like, I learned a few tricks, and pump all of my lay on hands into myself.
Beautiful.
And how much is that?
That is 22.
Oh.
Nice. Back up to 64 health. Good job, man.
So just as the flesh starts knitting up, I'm just gonna start laughing, and I'm gonna try and Heart of Darkness her if I can.
You can look at her as menacing as you want, but she has seen far worse than you.
That's all I got.
Okay then.
It wasn't a bad turn.
No.
And as she looks at you, and so have I. Make a Constitution saving throw as you see her gauntlet hand glows with a blackish purple energy as she pretty much shoves it towards you. You can make your opportunity attack because this is a spell.
Oh.
I'm checking something real quick. Where is it? There it is. Okay, just strength. I was hoping that rage did con too, but. All right. Big money, no whammy.
You want to use your thingy?
That is a pass.
Okay. And I'm gonna get my attack because of Mage Slayer.
You get half damage, so.
How much damage is? Oh, half of that.
Half of that.
So like 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm guessing I don't have any resistance to it or anything like that.
Nope, this is necrotic damage.
Okay. Cool.
Do your damage.
Is that Alex's turn?
That is her action. She's going to use her bonus action to second wind, though I need to see what damage Kurtz does first.
16.
Is she down?
She's not down yet.
Because that would have happened first. It's a reaction.
Fuck. Okay.
So then this is slash.
Got one more trick in me, boys.
Ooh.
They better pony up.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Me?
Yep, that's your turn.
All right. Bonus action, second wind.
Fair.
Yeah.
And this is going to be
No
a
surprise.
Ooh. Plus
Nice.
7. Do I get +2 healing from this?
No.
Damn.
It has to be a spell of divine.
All right. So that's going to be +15.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
You maintained it
Yeah.
well.
Here, yeah.
It's a good thing you multi-class.
Fate is with you.
That's all I gotta say.
Well, thank God for the Sister Stone activating.
That's true.
First attack, it's going to be with advantage.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll it again in case I crit. I don't, so 21.
Okay. Roll your damage.
15.
I'm gonna reduce that by 8.
Riposte or something like that.
No, that is parry.
That's
Oh, that's a fun one.
Very.
Okay, second attack. Do I want to use my inspiration? Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You do.
Guy.
Go for it. Courtesy of Brian.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
Chat,
It's not
you're
enough.
in this with us.
Actually, wait. I don't think I can. I think you're lucky. I think it costs a reaction to do a parry and a reaction to use
It does.
So I cannot repost.
Oh,
Good for you.
Still misses, but okay.
Yeah. It's my action. Bonus action. Shit.
This is one hell of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get between her and your kids.
I don't think it's that kind of fight. I'm done.
Okay. It's now her turn. Okay. She is going to attack your AC at the moment.
20.
20 will hit. That will
No.
hit.
Okay. So Wrath of the Storm.
Okay, and you take 2 damage, plus she's going to attempt to do a trip attack, so additional d8. So additional 7 damage reduced by half and then 2. Fuck, so much.
So 4.
Or not 3. Not 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay. And then I need a strength save with advantage. The trip attack.
Ooh. You make it.
And then I need I think it's a dex save from Wrath of the Storm.
Yes, it is. Dex save. 21.
Well, she's gonna make it. She still takes half.
Damage is damage.
Ooh.
Still damage.
And now I'm actually completely spent.
Do you have any more second wins left or anything?
No, dude.
No, you don't get it. You don't get a third win. You only get 1 second.
Yeah.
Do you get one or two?
You get one. You get 2 action surges, but not until really
Eventually.
late.
Yeah. That's why they only call it second win.
Wow.
That's not a lot of healing.
Okay. She's gonna come across for a second attack. She is
Oh,
going
she,
to miss.
She hit, so I have to do a Constitution save.
Oh, Constitution save.
You have to do a couple of those.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pass. You have to get below. For how much damage you're taking, you gotta take
10.
below 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I see.
And then you said you missed.
She
Okay.
misses. No repost.
I'm out, dude.
Oh, nice.
Jackie bought something for someone, but I don't know what it was or who it was for.
Will a 27 hit
1,
with
2,
offhand
3.
attack?
Oh, she bought 2, so that is HP and inspiration for Kurtz.
Oh, goody.
Nice.
Awesome, thanks, HotA Mama.
Oh no, wait.
Trying to save her
Didn't even know-
kids.
Sorry. Yeah,
She
save,
used-
save your babies.
She uses her ability. She no longer has that damn. Okay. So that is actually a natural 1 because she no longer has advantage. So that will
Her
end
turn's
turn.
over. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'm down to level 1 fighter shit, guys.
Great, dude, you got her real bad.
Oh!
Takes the falls.
Oh, shit.
It's a crit.
Is that a Kurt? Oh, a Kurt's crit.
Kurt's
So,
crit.
A raging
Crits.
A raging crit.
Do
I actually-
your damage.
Okay, I don't have a macro for this, so we're gonna have to manual it.
You got a 6.
So
Oh, it blows
6,
up.
1, 4. The 6 explodes, so another 6,
Okay.
and then another 3d6. Right?
Any of those could explode.
Yeah, because he didn't roll for crit damage.
Is it 3d6
Okay.
or is it 2d6?
So it's a total
Only
of
2d6?
31.
His Swihunter's 2d6, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got that. Okay,
Probably he just re-rolled that too because.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one was a reroll.
I have a feat that rerolls 1s and 2s.
So, Kurt, right before how you end it,
Nice.
a little side thing. As this fight goes on, as you are hitting each other extremely hard with each one of your weapons at this point. And I'm going to need you to make a perception check during the midst of this combat.
Pretty good at it.
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
Okay, you will notice this. As you're going to pretty much dodge her last attack, you'll notice that the gauntlet that she was wearing is actually gone, and you'll notice it's actually slipping onto your arm at this point. As you raise up your Zweihander for your last attack.
Yeah, so
how do you want to do this?
Nice.
As she like darts forward with the rapier, just catching a chunk out of me. I'm just gonna spin with it, bring the sword backhanded behind her, and just like back into her spine. And then when it connects, and just sort of drag her down and just have her by the head and her like face dragged up as I'm just slowly pushing the sword in. I'm just gonna like lean down and just scream at her, "Who the fuck do you think you are? You think you can fucking kill me? I am Kurtz Glaskin. I am the fucking hyena of the West. I am the commander of this legion. You are nothing but a dried up whore." And I'm gonna finish just pounding the sword through her spine.
Mm-hmm. As she's pretty much the sword's through her at this point, as pretty much a sound coming from her. What's left of your legion is now ash, and that is because of your failure, Kurtz.
And I'll just, right before it just finishes, "I'll fucking see you in hell." And then just finish it off and just stand up and turn to the other soldiers and just scream at them.
As you throw her to the ground, her body slowly drifts away into ash. Ooh. Being no more, as even though there is no real breeze inside this cave, it does get carried away with the wind. And also you notice the soldiers on the stage as well turn to ash, disappearing one by one. And for those of you outside watching this, as you're pretty much waiting to see what happens as you hear this combat going in deeper into the cave, you'll hear sounds of things clacking to the ground as what you notice shields falling and bows hitting the ground. And then you'll notice Havoc turns around.
Well, it seems like we failed. So be it. Either way, it could be something other than that, but interesting enough. I guess we'll see soon enough how Kurtz came out of this one. But for all of you, I must say, you're an interesting bunch. I'm not rooting for you at this point, but I will wish you luck.
Yeah, okay, so what just happened here? There's an army of people, and now all of a sudden there's no one here, so...
Yeah. Who's left? Oh, I see a hellhole.
Yeah, Kurtz is just going to be up on the sort of I'm guessing his daughters are still unconscious.
Yes, they are.
Did these two just vanish? They just vanish in the thin air?
They did. They are gone. So kind of like on, like with the Thanos snap, how they kind of just turn into dust and just the wind kind of picks them up. All of the armies are now gone.
Yep, fuck all that. I start running through the cave.
Okay. All right, Havoc and Philip were the last ones to go with their parting words, disappearing just as quickly as Spaz did from the call.
Ergrok follows.
Oh god.
All right. So
I didn't even notice he left.
Me neither. I was like, oh yeah.
I'll run as fast as my little halfling legs will carry me. And Sean, they said your volume's low again, just FYI.
Okay, thank you. I'll turn that up again.
It might be your gain.
It's a balancing act.
So I just start running into the cave. I'll grab a little torch on the way in because I don't think I can see in the dark, and just start fucking running and hightailing it.
Okay, there is torches on the walls for you to grab. Let me go ahead and drop you guys here. And you guys should be on the map
bottom.
now. Top left.
Yeah, I have no vision.
Kurtz! Kurtz! I'm just gonna start running and start yelling for Kurtz.
Hard left of the map.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
You guys working now?
Yep. I'm running. I'm trying to catch up to Finley.
All right, so as you
You need
guys
to catch up to me. Woo.
As you guys are coming into this cavern, you can see cages stretched all around inside of this. Looks like torture devices all back in the corners. It all seems to be disappearing as well. It seems to be the last thing to go. There, the flaming hole that's in the ground, the hole will still be there, but you're going to see that the hellfires are quickly rescending. There are 2 charred bodies that are just barely mangled in there. There are the 2 small girls that are up by you, Kurtz. They are still unconscious, but you can see that they were somewhat held up in a vulnerable position before, and as soon as Alex disappeared, whatever was holding them releases, and both of their bodies just fall to the ground. They weren't held up in the air. They're held up, and they both just fall either to either side. As you guys come rushing in, you can see Kurtz is kneeling up by 2 smaller children, 2 of these cute little girls who are just laying on the ground. You can see all the things disappearing on the map. Turn over to you guys.
Well, you were there first, Kurtz. We'll let you go first. We're still running.
That's all Kurtz is doing. He's just sitting there dead-eyed.
Oh, okay, cool. So, well, then running up, Kurtz, and you don't answer, but Kurtz, and just keep running into the cave. Eventually, we'll find you up there.
Yeah.
Cool.
What happened to you exactly? What's with those?
Urgra runs over to the pit and looks inside.
You see 2 charred bodies that have just been completely, seems like their soul removed. Their bodies just empty, burnt shells, just barely hanging on. Completely lifeless, obliterated.
Okay. You say barely hanging on. I'm like, what? Okay.
A barely hanging on?
Oh, I described that poorly. Yeah.
Too dark.
They're gone. Yeah.
All right.
Kind of run in and seeing Kurtz with I just kind of run in and do one of those cool slide motions, Been playing a lot of Call of Duty lately, so I'm into a sliding move. But anyway, so I run in, I slide in. I'm like, Kurtz, what happened? What's going on? Are you all right? As he's bleeding through the ears and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up.
Cool. I'll cast Healing Word on him as I say, are you all right?
Don't say. I'm literally just dead-eyed staring out at this point.
Cool. So there's that plus 4, so 8. And then, looking down, just piecing this together real quick. It's 2 little girls with Kurtz and they're unconscious.
They probably look like Kurtz.
They do.
Sure.
And
cool.
you guys have met Anna before as well.
Right.
Well, she doesn't look like herself.
Damn, Connor. Okay.
So, I'll say, Kurtz, you're all right. Is every? Oh, okay. Just one moment. Okay, and I will cast Healing Word on both of those 2 in these 18 seconds that it does me to do this, and I'm gonna pump 2 third levels into these 2 little people. I will cast the first one just to make sure. Does it do anything when I cast it on the first one? Cool. Then I will do it on both of them then.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's one of them. That's 14 to one of them.
Okay.
And then 13 to both. Yeah, 14 to both. Yeah, 14 to both of them.
All right. You will see their eyes.
It's all right, little ones. You're all right.
Slowly start to open as they're looking around. Where am I? Cassandra. And she'll look over and you see the other one starting to come to as well and looking around, and both of them immediately are super frightened. Seems like a place that they don't recognize. They look around. Where am I?
So after Fiddly casts the spells and say it's going to be all right, little ones, and seeing them start to wake up, still in my little slidey position, on my knees, I will just slowly just back up for a minute. Not going too far away, but that's actually probably a pretty good space. So what's Kurtz's range? 10 feet. I will go 15. just for sake. Okay. 15. Continue.
Just in case.
Okay. You're right, little ones, and then I'll back up.
All right.
Kurtz will. If they start speaking, so he'll start blinking and just be sort of slowly, reaching out, is this real?
And as you start to reach out with your arm towards them, asking if this is real, you look down, and on your arm is the gauntlet that was on Alex. It just looks like black obsidian. You got these armor pieces that have come out almost like spikes. It covers your entire arm from your elbow all the way down to your fingers. The fingers kind of come out into these black, almost metallic claws. As you extend your hand out, you see that it is surrounding on you, and it looks like this red arcana magic is swirling around, almost like imbued, like hellish fire. And as you look just like at your daughters, you can see appearing behind them are all of your ghosts, all of them that have been with you, and they are slowly starting to move towards you and surround you. None of you guys can see this. You can see the gauntlet, of course, but you start to see Kurtz looking around, kind of as they are starting to all surround you, Kurtz. And your two daughters are kind of like holding each other tight. What is going on? Don't hurt us, please. We didn't do anything wrong.
Kurtz will stand up and just sort of plant the sword in the ground and look at the spirits and just, and Celestial again, just know your place. I lead this legion.
And now they're all completely circling around you, and in full unison, all of them together as one will say, "We are Legion." And all of them will start to jump on you and starting to just beat the shit out of you. So as you were looking, they're all just attacking. So you guys will see kind of Kurtz scurry back slightly as he's just kind of fending off, and he's on the ground. You guys can see him he looks like he's under attack, but you can't see anything. It doesn't look like he's taking any damage, but he's still thrusting around. As Kurtz, you see them all just swarming around you, just starting to just beat the living shit out of you. And it almost seems like they're going for the gauntlets that are on your arm.
I move in between Kurtz and the girls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over next to the girls in my little slidey pattern here. Be like, girls, just I'm a friend. My name's Finley. Just no time for chit chat. Just come with me. And I'm just gonna try to pull them back away, like over this way a little bit. Okay. See if I can't.
Sure.
Just come with me.
Okay. Yeah, they will pull back with you. Who is this scary man? Was he gonna hurt us?
Nope, nothing to see. It's all right. You're in safe hands. Just keep on following me here. And I have persuasion on women. Just saying.
Oh, God.
All right, yeah, with advantage. Go ahead and roll it for us to see.
Cool. Just saying.
Oh, God.
Not that I'm hitting on Kurtz's girls. I'm just saying they are the female persuasion here. Advantage. Hold on.
Right.
One might be over 18.
And I just healed them too. Like, I'm a nice guy. I swear. Just come with me. It's all right. It's gonna be okay. I promise. 26.
All right, yeah. With everything that's going on, they're definitely gonna see this little tiny guy. He looks friendly. Okay, yeah, we'll follow you, and you'll see them kind of holding hands as they're kind of following you, kind of back. Urgra, you were up there with Kurtz. You're just...
And I look at Urgra and Rin while I'm talking to the girls. Like, come on, it'll be all right. Just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Okay.
While you take them, I'm just going to start analyzing the bodies up here since no one answered. I was saying, what are those? So I'm looking at them.
Okay.
Gerst is going to start fighting the ghosts with his sword.
All right, so as you pull your sword out and your gauntlet touches onto your Zweihander, go ahead and check your journals for me, Kurt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Find something called Gauntlet of the Damned.
Yeah. I see it.
So
that's
this
neat.
Is now yours. And let's see here. All right. So as you grab onto your enormous handle of your sword, as the gauntlet grabs onto it, your Zweihander is going to erupt in flames. And you just start swinging it around at these ghosts. And as you kind of pass through one at a time, as they're still trying to attack you, as you pass through one of them, their body, it'll go through them, but then that ghost will kind of disappear. And they'll all be kind of swarming around you as you're kicking around at the air, swinging this flaming sword one at a time, just slashing them all. And eventually, it will just kind of collapse. Not like all the way, just kind of to your knees, and your sword will stop igniting, and all of the ghosts have been slain. Is there anything any other of you guys want to do, or Kurtz? Anybody can jump in.
Kurtz will just start laughing.
I am concerned about Kurtz, but I'm just going to analyze the bodies to see what these two are exactly.
Okay.
Skeletons.
Go ahead
Seeing
and
Kurtz,
go ahead and make
seeing
a skill check.
Kurtz, seeing seeing Kurtz swinging wildly around at ghosts, not at the ghost, just swinging wildly and laughing maniacally. With my 26, I would like to pull these girls all the way the hell over here and just kind of wait this out for a moment.
Okay. Yep.
I could.
Yep. They'll follow.
18
Cool.
on medicine.
All right. What exactly are you trying to?
To determine who or what these are. I mean, everything else disappeared, but there's these two bodies that remain, so it's intriguing. So I'm trying to see who they are, what they are.
You cannot recognize them. Yeah, they have been disfigured beyond any recollection.
Can I tell if one's a boy and one's a girl?
No, it's just like barely bodies left from it.
Well, shit.
Okay. So when Kurtz was started...
I just thought of a descriptor. You know, 4th of July, there's those little pucks that you can light, and the like little worm, the ash worm, kind of crawls out.
Yeah.
That's kind of what their bodies look like at this point. Somewhat humanoid, but it looks like that charred.
Like
Bones
twisted and melted. And, yeah.
So when Urgra started seeing Kurtz, like actually he was attacked, she was going to cast Healing Spirit, causing her rat to appear just on his shoulder and just slowly start to heal him to see if she can try and calm him down that way. And so since we just played through it, I will just go ahead and roll all 4d6.
Okay. All right. So after you kind of collapse to your knees, the doll that was kind of hiding in your armor had pulled out on and is up onto your shoulder, and he'll kind of put his little burlap arm onto the side of your cheek, and kind of like as you turn your head over to look at him, he will nod and he will disappear. And at that moment, that's when the rat will appear from Urgra, kind of snapping you back into reality as the rat starts to pour in, and will give you 14 hit points back, bringing you up to 80 out of 86, so you're pretty much full. So with that, the rat coming through and casting the magic, you're going to be kind of back planted in the moment. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna start looking around for my kids. Just like finish laughing, just kind of blink, like shake my head a little bit, and stand up, like look around, completely ignore Urgra and Ren. And get to speak. Emily, Cassandra, where are you?
What did you call them?
Where are my children?
Point down the way Finley went.
Wee. Those are your children?
Wee.
Running over there.
Urgra, and then I'll start trying to run after him.
Yeah, as Kurt's run over, I just want to make sure that because I didn't see him do any of this shit. I just want to make sure he's like of sound mind and not crazy rage, blood-eyed Kurtz, because he was just swinging wildly 30 seconds ago.
Sure.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I check on him somehow, some way?
Sure. Like insight?
Sure, that'll work.
Okay.
I'll do that. Oh, not with advantage, just the first one. 16? Okay, that's still pretty good.
That fit of whatever it was, he doesn't seem to be carrying on with that, but you're not sure what's going on with him. He does seem different than he did a moment ago, though.
All right, just real quick, because this is going to be stupid, but as he's running over, I'm just going to kind of get in between him and his girls there for a second and be like, Kurtz, hold on, are you all right?
I completely ignore him.
Okay, well.
3 feet tall, Finley.
Just standing over top. Right.
Don't get past me.
You shall not pass. All right.
I mean, I could have done some things to let him not do that, but sure. I will not do that. I just want to make the 16. All right, so he said their names. I mean, that's all right. Cool. That's good enough.
I'm gonna reach out to them with my not spooky hand.
Okay, and you'll see them being terrified and kind of like looking to this little new halfling friend who was pretty much the first friendly thing. Who is he gonna hurt us? Who is this man?
Girls,
okay.
Don't you remember me? It's me. It's your father. And actually, I do have a trinket, which we haven't really talked about since like session 5. Is a tiny doll's head.
Okay.
Which is the only thing I was able to salvage from the fire. the fire
Okay.
where my children died. Alundra. So I'm gonna take that off and just sort of like hold out, like it's me.
And I forgot the ages of your kids and your eight.
They were the youngest. Emily was 6. Cassandra was 8 or 9. Like they weren't.
In what year?
Like in year whenever Conquest attacked the village.
So 5. So we are 3 years.
Near 8. Yeah.
Okay, so
11 and 9.
11 and 9. Okay, so you'll see Emily kind of like notice the head of it, but she's still too frightened as she holds on to her bigger sister's hand and just kind of like completely terrified. Not even. They're both not even wanting to look you in the eyes, Kurtz.
Are you girls hungry?
Cassandra will kind of comfort Emily as she's like almost starting to cry at her side. Yes, we are.
Your dad has something that is really good to eat. And Urga will give a
I'll pull out the good berries, yeah, and hold them out. And my non-spooky hand.
No conflict hand.
We haven't seen our dad in a long time.
Detect thoughts. I'm going to start detecting thoughts on these two, because I want to know what they're thinking about, these two little people.
Okay. Are you just doing surface or are you diving in?
I have a minute to think about it, so I'll just do surface for now, and I'll get back to you, but go ahead.
Cassandra, the older one, is going to be surface level, thinking about how to get her little sister out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily is just going to be thinking about Glanchester, about home.
Yeah, okay, I mean, they're kids, right? I'm everyone's favorite halfway part Philly shenanigan. I will dive deeper into the older one's thoughts about trying to get her sister out of here.
Okay.
I swear to God, if they pass this check, I'll just quit.
All right.
I think they have to beat a 15?
There are half elves.
It's only charm, not mind reading, maybe.
All right, so as you delve deeper into Cassandra's mind, it's going to be expanding on the wanting to protect Emily as she's looking at Kurtz, just completely terrified, wondering if he intends both of them harm, and she does not know who Kurtz is at all.
Okay, all right. So after that, Kurtz, listen. They've been through a lot, I'm sure. Maybe you just want to just give them but a moment here so you can gather their thoughts. You look like you might need a seat too. Just for a moment, maybe over here. I'll just start, gesturing over this way.
If you say so.
Just over here, maybe. Just kind of. Oh gosh, they're following me.
Oh, you were trying to get away. Oh.
No. I'm pulling Kurtz away from the girls, and
go ahead.
Urga seems like he's on babysitter duty.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Urga will walk forward, like, cautiously. So, you two were asleep when we got here. What is the last thing you two remember?
And you'll see Emily was the little one, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I switched the tokens and that threw me off. I rotated them around and threw it. You'll see her kind of still holding on really tightly to her bigger sister. She'll be kind of trying to comfort her. The last thing I remember, we were at home and we were playing with the other girls.
And where's home? Is that in Sherfield or is that somewhere else?
No, Solomon takes care of us in Glanchester.
Oh, I'm gonna murder him.
Miss Claudia does as well. She's very nice.
Murder her too.
Are you saying these aloud?
Yeah. So, what day do you think it is? What day is the last day you remember? we'll meta this.
Yeah.
But how many days has it been since they
Sure.
knew the date?
Because you guys kind of know the specific time frame which you.
We have 7 days of a year.
Sure. So through kind of breaking this apart a little bit, there has been a chunk of time that they're missing, maybe a week and a half ish.
Okay. So, in that case, you haven't seen your mother or your father for quite some time, right?
Right. Where is my mommy? Emily will say.
Well, she's not here right now.
I'm sure she's back at the estate that Kurtz set up for you at Candoria. Isn't that right, Kurtz?
And
Oh, can I hear what's going on?
Well, I don't know. Finley was trying to pull you for a sidebar, so
Yeah, whenever we're up, I'm guessing this conversation's probably going on at the same time-ish.
Sure. Go ahead.
So hey, Kurtz, listen, really appreciate you coming over here with me. I just think maybe they just need a moment, you know. They're really scared right now. You know, they're still little, you know. Are you all right? You look like you were really beat up here. What all happened in here?
Oh, it was
To the table.
Don't worry about it. What matters is Cassandra and Emily are safe, and we should get them back to Candoria as soon as we can. That's all that matters right now.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, you know, just it was really weird because there was a whole bunch of slew of military people out front, and all of a sudden they just poofed out of existence, which is, why we ran in here so quickly.
Oh, yeah, I killed them. Don't worry. Well, I killed their souls. I was a little busy when you guys came in doing that. But don't worry. No, they're all gone.
Okay. All right. Sure. So, why don't we maybe just gently walk out of here and start just put your is your SWAT hand on your back, or are you still holding on to this thing, or what are you doing?
Yeah, it's on my back. Well,
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's slung.
Okay, cool.
And
I'd like to know where that thing is at all times.
Kurtz, what was your current alignment before you went into here?
25.
It is now at 15.
Oof. I lose some buffs.
Well, you get a +2 from Raging, though.
Yes, you do. You get +2.
At the end of the day.
17, yep.
So close.
But okay. Oh, go ahead, Rin. Go ahead, dude.
But Kurtz, right? Their mother should be back at Candoria proper, at the estate you must have set up over the years.
Kurtz just kind of twitches. No, she won't be joining us there.
Oh, then she must be back at your farm, then, I suppose.
She's gone. She's with Himmler.
Where did they go?
I'm not quite sure. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Oh, all right.
It's just some disconnect between the years, the time span.
Well, then Emily and Cassandra, I'm sure your mother will be back soon with his. You know Himmler, correct? Right? Yes.
You're asking next to the girls?
Yeah, the girls. Yes.
We just want to go home. Can we just go home?
Yeah, sure. That's fair. Yeah, let's get out of this creepy death cave. That's actually a really good idea, girls. I'll start walking them out of here.
Okay. All right, as you guys head outside of the cavern, coming back into that open area with all the fish swimming, there are no traces of all of the people that you saw before. All of the barrels and the spiked walls and all the things that were there, the pikes, the torches, all of it is gone. Just like when you guys went in, no trace of them even being there. They'll both be kind of holding hands as Emily's clutching on with like one hand holding it, but the other one like holding on to the kind of gown thing that Cassandra is wearing, just kind of clutching it for comfort.
I'm just walking them the hell out of here. I don't like caves either, so I totally get it.
Okay.
So Kurtz, I noticed you have a new addition on your arm.
Oh. I hadn't really noticed. Yeah, so it I won it.
You won. Well, what exactly did happen? We just heard some sounds, I believe, and then everything turned to ash.
Kurt, Bryn, maybe we should do this when the girls are maybe asleep.
Oh, certainly. We'll back away from them a little bit, Kurtz. All right. Finley, you take care of him for a moment.
Sure. I'll move them like, a good 30, 40 feet ahead of us. Like me and the girl ahead of them, I mean.
Do you know how to play that? This little one points at your balalika.
Yes, absolutely. Would you like to hear something?
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared.
All right. 9 and 11-year-old girls. I will start to play some sort of Justin Bieber song on it. which me personally, I do not know. But yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. If it was more my generation, it'd be more like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. But
Sure.
It's a new generation of girls. I don't know the beats.
I mean, you can do
so,
bye,
but...
bye. I mean, their mom just died.
Wow. Too soon.
No.
Too soon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Finley seems to be holding the attention of the girls, and they seem.
But
to
it's the acoustic version since it's the Balalika, so it's real cool. All right. Anyway, continue.
You can hear him kind of strumming and slapping on for the drums percussion sound. He seems to be kind of holding their attention, so the two of you can approach Kurtz.
What was your question?
What happened in there?
Oh, I froze. Hold on.
Whoa, he said that and then he froze. That was weird.
That was weird. He's like, call me.
There we are.
He's back.
What happened in there?
Robot.
It freezes, but you guys still get my audio for some reason. It's weird.
Yes, occasionally, yeah.
What was your question, though?
Just
what happened in there, Kurtz?
What happened? Oh, nothing. Just some bandit upstart who remembered me from the old days.
And the gauntlet was...
Oh, it was on the chieftain, but she was quite the pathetic swordsman compared to yours truly.
All right, so you killed the chieftain, obtained the gauntlet, and at what point did Ash become involved?
Oh, that was just my legion. They needed to learn their place and what happens when they disobey their war master.
So it wasn't a bandit group, it was your legion?
Yes.
So your legion was following a chieftain.
Yes.
Poor woman swordsman, whom you defeated.
Yes.
And claimed this gauntlet as yours.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you don't mind me asking, is this the particular item your puppet was interested in? Because I noticed he also is not really, anywhere.
Who's to say?
Well, I consider it looks quite menacing, Kurtz, and honestly, we've had some bad luck with these items. I really think putting two and two together at this point can be self-explanatory.
And what I can do real quick is bring it up so everybody can see it.
Yes.
You guys want... I can add it to that. Okay.
Did you call yourself a war master? That's so badass. I want to be a war master.
All right, so let's go back to the other screen real quick so chat can see what this new gauntlet looks like on Kurtz.
New.
Everybody see it? There we go.
Nope.
Nice. That's cool.
Oh, I can see it on the Twitch.
On the Twitch, yeah, look on the Twitch.
Yeah. So it looks quite menacing at the moment.
Sauron-esque.
Right.
So
Just flex it. Well, I don't think it's quite like Urgra's and Finley's.
Does it have the similar aura that you detected something on their items? Is this also a similar relic of the other side?
Somewhat. The difference is mine bends to my will. I'm not a slave to it.
Well, I noticed your sword caught on fire. That's new.
It's the gauntlet.
Did you ask it to turn it to a flame sword?
I needed it to remind my men.
Uh-huh. Well, you were swinging around at nothing for a while.
Nothing to you.
Oh, it's this again. All right. Well, I think we had enough excitement from the puppet's little playdate. Where do you think we should try to take your daughter's shed to? Do you think the estate would be set up in Candoria?
No, we're going to Tavaria.
Well, it's still in Candoria either way, so.
Yes. We need to get my children as far away from me as possible.
Why? And why Tavaria then? You entrusted them with Tavaria?
The temple's what's familiar to them.
Though the temple is not familiar. Kurtz, you hate the temple when they did this to you. They lied about your daughters, and even if you blame Alundra, that's still the temple. And what, did Tavaria promise you anything? Did she say she was going to do something for you?
The closer my daughters are to me, the higher the chances that this happens again.
Well, they weren't anywhere near you last time, and this apparently happened to them. I don't quite understand your logic.
I mean, I appreciate that you want them to be somewhere familiar, but Tavaria showed in the year we met that she's not above manipulating you if she's given opportunity to, and you're handing her two very big opportunities to do just that.
Welcome to the table.
The safest my children can be is next to the most powerful woman on this continent.
There was that woman we helped last year who was the mentor of Titania?
The one that has Bishop guarding her.
I am not sending them to live with a fugitive of the temple.
Well,
You really need to let go of this temple worship that you have, Kurtz.
I mean, the end of the matter is that they are his children, and it's his choice.
I suppose.
We have a lot of walking to do. Kurtz will just turn and just keeping a distance from the kids, just turn and make his way out and just turn to the rest of them and say, I'll make sure no one's waiting for us on the road.
Oh, you're scouting ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. And Finley, while you're kind of playing this, the song, like they're all talking for a little bit as you're kind of babysitting.
So then I mix it up with some oldies and I switch it over to like Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I play all kinds of acoustic stuff. Like
Sure.
I'm not really into the 2000s, so I'm like I'm gonna switch it up.
Sure.
And go back to some childhood 80s.
They probably have never heard of any of it. So.
No idea what's going on.
So
Like,
they all think
this
it's
is
originals.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, man. I take credit for one or two along the way. Like this is a personal piece I came up with. Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, what's up?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Let's get some Beatle. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So like in between the songs and starting to talk with you, they seem to be kind of warming up to you a little bit. And Emily keeps talking about how she misses all of her friends, sisters, the other girls. She'll keep referring to the other girls, and she just wants to go home. And Cassandra will look at her and trying to console her, and you can kind of hear her whispering, if they don't help us get home, we'll run away. We're gonna go home, don't you worry.
You're saying I heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, silly girls.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just real quick. Just give me like 30 seconds to look something up.
Welcome to the table.
You haven't brainwashed my fucking kids.
You don't know. You're back there talking about whatever you're talking
He
about.
doesn't have anything that lasts very long.
And
I got one the last 8 hours.
And then you'll also hear Emily say, I miss the baby. I want to go see him.
So girls, just now that we're, away from that bad, terrible situation here, I don't mean to pry or nothing, but we're actually pretty amazing heroes. Our name is the Warrior's Oath. It stands
That's
for,
a silly name.
Well, it's an acronym. It's Warrior's Oath. It stands for, resilience and strength and toughness. If you put it all together, actually come to think of it, never mind. Anyway, but Warrior's Oath will work. That's fine. And, we, so you can trust us. We're there to save you. And, to try to maybe unravel this puzzle here the predicament that we're in. What's the last, I don't mean to pry, but the best you can remember is fine. What all do you remember about anything really about? Do you remember getting taken or what they look like or any? Don't leave, and no detail too small. Anything could be a clue.
Last thing I remember is Miss Claudia asked us to go pick some of the cabbage from the garden, and so we both went out there, and that's the last thing I remember.
Okay. Now, even if you don't think it's pertinent, it's like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. Don't tell the little halfling man. No, seriously, anything that you can remember. Do you remember how long you were out there for? Between that, do you remember what time of day it was? Do you remember getting hurt? Did anything hurt at all, or did you just blink your eyes and wake up in a new place? And or take me back the best you can.
Emily will be kind of looking up at her sister and like, these are confusing questions. I don't remember. And she'll kind of quiet her a little bit and she'll look at you. Will you take us home, please?
Welcome to the table.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We need to figure out exactly how to do that, so just bear with us. It's going to take us a little bit of time.
Do you promise?
Absolutely. Promise. No strings attached.
And Emily will kind of kneel down to you. She's like, Pinky, promise it.
I will extend my little halfling pinky and say, Finley Shenanigan always keeps his promises. Okay. And if you don't know who that is, it's everyone's favorite halfling bard. But yes, Finley Shenanigans, right?
Your little baby carrot. No.
It's probably smaller than her fucking finger.
It
right?
is.
Yeah, exactly.
And she kind of reaches out her pinky and she'll kind of kiss her hand and then she'll just kind of give you a huge hug. Thank you so much, Finley.
Of course. Now, again, I don't want you to... Got to write down Emily promise, so that's not going to come back and bite me in the ass. That's fun. So again, the best you can do here, and again, I don't want you to get upset, so, just... If you feel like you're going to get upset, you don't need to answer, but just do the best you can. So, okay, so you don't really remember too much of that, but do you remember about waking up at all? Where you were, or did they were they mean to you? Did they bring you food? Do you know about how long you were there for? Anything?
They weren't mean to us. They've been taking care of us for a while now.
They weren't mean to you at all. Okay, I mean, were you kept in cages or anything, or jails, or what?
Oh, you were talking about this recent thing, or back at their
home? After they woke up.
No, that they don't remember. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about.
So they were out the whole time?
Yeah.
They lost a week and a half.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you don't remember anything up to that point until you just woke up now.
That's what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to see the baby.
Yeah, I heard you mention that before. What are you talking about a baby there?
Little baby Timothy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god, Sean.
Okay, all right. Okay, so baby Timothy here. So how old is baby Timothy there?
He's not quite a year old yet. He's so cute. You should see his chubby cheeks, and she'll be kind of pinching on him. They're so fat and pudgy.
I bet it's adorable. I mean, if he's anything as cute as you two little buttons. So
He doesn't
let's
look
talk.
like me at all, though. His hair is blonde.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's science. It's really hard to figure out sometimes.
My hair is really dark.
It is really dark. Yeah.
It's jet black.
Right. Yeah. And they look like Kurt's. Yes.
Somewhat skin tone. No.
Let's just make sure here. Just double check it for my buddy's sake.
Yes, except for the skin, the ears, the hair, the height.
Yeah, maybe
gender.
some facial features, maybe like a nose or something.
All
But
right,
they
all right.
definitely mostly take over their mother for the skin tone and the ears.
Got it. Okay. Oh, Kurtz's genes are recessive, huh? The mom has the dominant genes. Is that what's up?
Well, she's the elf.
Yeah, I got that.
And
I
also
got that
black.
shitty human DNA.
Yeah, they're not
human
quite
DNA.
as dark as Anna was. They're more of a.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about little Timmy here, because we need to get you all reunited as soon as possible here.
You call him Timmy too?
Yeah, well, I mean, it just
girls call him.
I mean, it just fits, right? It kind of rolls off the tongue there.
Sandra always calls him Timothy, though.
Oh, okay, very proper.
Well, it is her name. It is his name.
Sure. Well, quick. So, do you remember last time you saw Timmy? Was he at Miss Claudia's house there too?
Yeah, it's Tatiana's baby.
Tatiana baby.
Sean, we're gonna have a talk after session. We're gonna have a long chat.
Okay, so maybe I misunderstood you here. I thought perhaps Timmy, right? Timothy. I thought he was like your little brother, but he's not related to you. He's just a baby that you play with.
Brother?
Oh, okay.
Cassandra's
Gotcha.
my only sister.
Okay.
She's a good sister too.
I can see that. Yep, she's taking care of you. Okay. Lot to digest there. All right, so, well, I'll tell you what. I don't really have much for food, but I do have this. I'll pull out the good berry. Since I only have one, I don't know. Can I split these? I don't know. I don't know how magic works. Here, perhaps maybe one of my compatriots over there might have one, but why don't you take this for now, and I'll hand it to Emily, the little one.
Okay, and she'll pop it in.
Mm-hmm. Well, chew it. Yep. Okay. Don't choke on it.
Just swallowed it.
Last thing we need is for me to. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, chew that up. Okay, good. Yeah, right.
I'm like on
It's all we need right now.
Child. Okay.
Jeez.
Fucking have a conniption.
I'll leave you alone for 5 minutes, Finley. My kid's dead. No,
Learning all kinds of. Okay. All
You have any idea what I had to go through to get 2 of them back?
Right. And 10 minutes in, I'm choking them on berries and gosh, just killing them off. Okay. Anyway. Okay. You ate the good berry. Good. Okay. Good. I'll tell you what. Why don't we? Are you all tired? Can you walk for a little bit longer, or how are you up for a little bit of a hike?
Yeah, I'm ready to go home. Yeah.
You sure? Okay. I'll tell you what. This could be kind of fun. I mean, I could give you a ride for a little bit of time if you wanted, just to get off your feet for a little bit. Yeah, you've had a really interesting experience here.
Sure.
Cool.
Like your.
Do you like
piggyback?
do you like dogs or bears or anything, or what's your favorite animal if you had to pick one?
Badgers.
A badger. Okay. That's a little. Nope, that's fine. Yep, badgers it is. Okay, fantastic.
I think giant badgers are a thing.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So when you guys catch up, you're like, all right. So I'm gonna give the girls a little bit of a break from walking for a little while. I just need you guys to kind of watch out for me because I'm going to do something and I might not be as good looking as I am / as intelligent as I am. So just bear with me here a moment.
What?
Rin, do you know the spell that changes people's appearance into creatures and things?
An anthropomorphized spell or a polymorph spell?
That's the one, second one.
Oh, a polymorph.
Yep.
Wait, yourself?
Yep, that's me. Okay, cool. You ready? Fantastic. Polymorph. I will turn into a giant, whatever the hell they just asked me for. Giant badger?
A badger. Yes, for badger.
Fantastic.
Fucking dire badger.
Dire badger.
Dire
So
badger.
when I turn into it, I look like a dire badger, but my fur and coat is just like my jacket with the blue and orange checkered pattern.
Oh gosh,
That's
this is the intelligence of a
amazing.
badger.
And she'll like instantly be like just hugging into all the fur and like.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do that?
It's magic. He's a very skilled bard. The most famous bard. Everyone's heard of him.
Can I write him?
Oh
Cassandra-
God, you're into it too.
Cassandra will be like, Emily, no.
I think it should be. But I know that this badger has like a really more like small brain.
I meant to look it up. I can do a challenge rating of 4.
You have a,
which is
you have a
kinda
minus
cool.
4. You have an int of 2.
I mean, it's
That's
also
why I
like,
said-
if you polymorph yourself, though.
You know who your friends are. It's just you can't really process thoughts, that kind of thing. So Urgra will actually walk up to Rin. Looks like you have this under control, and she'll slap 3 good berries into your hand. Use the.
I have this under control.
Yep. And Urgra's gonna walk after Kurtz.
All right, I think that is a perfect place for us to go on our next break.
God damn it,
Amazing.
Urgra.
And when we come back, we'll have.
I gave her good berries.
Doesn't matter. Do you know what my animal handling is?
They're just children in
I have a
giant
minus
dire
6.
badger.
I have a minus bloody 6.
You got good
So,
berries.
so I can go up to an elephant or a stegosaurus. I should have been a stegosaurus.
That'd have been cool.
Yeah. Man, I wish I would have said elephant. How are they your kids? You would have thought they would have said elephant. Kurt. God damn it. That would have been amazing.
That's their mother in them.
The badger side. Okay. All right. So, anyway, I don't know. However you want to play it, but I am a giant fucking badger. So let's go with that.
Amazing. All right, well, we're going to go on our next break, and when we come back, we'll figure out what Rin the babysitter is going to do while Urgra and Kurtz are going to, I don't know, we'll find out.
Welcome to the team.
Hi.
In a bit.
BRB.
Yeah, we'll-
BRB.
Damn it, that hand.
Yeah, that hand.
Which hand? Which hand? That
What happened?
What?
Which hand to wave with?
Oh, all right, we'll be back.
Because it just.
The dice are telling me it's a 20. We're sticking with it. Okay, just go. I'm gonna go over here because I'm gonna belt this shit. I'm just gonna go.
Yes, this is my daughter, Melody.
Oh.
You shall find justice upon your soul. Turn it into a. Let's go with a gelatinous cube.
Okay.
And I'll let it just go ahead and sit there and start dissolving the place up.
Yeah,
we're on our phones.
Shit.
No, we're paying attention. Yeah, we're focused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll just sort of run my finger through the scar that goes across my head. Indeed.
Grab it by the head, start slamming the skull into the stone wall next to me until the skull just shatters. Bend the fucking knee, peasants.
I'm gonna burn a lucky point.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's meant to be.
Tell Caldevar, if you can, please, sir, that Kurtz Glaskin is going.
Come up to Rin and say, speaking of teamwork, do you have any offensive spells at all?
Right? He's got, really scruffy, nasty beard. He kind of kicks his foot off. He's like, ow! Down. And he just starts going off on this rift. Martha will turn to the crowd and he'll go, are you not entertained? Hail, brave adventurer!
Hello there, everyone's favourite halfling bard, Finley Shenanigan here. Being the soulful adventurer that I am, and known for telling a tale or two, pull up a stool to grab a pint as I tell you a story about my favourite hero, me. In my years of travelling, I met people of all walks and cultures. Although the horsemen coming didn't affect me directly, I saw the toll they left behind. The destruction and devastation these villainous beings left in their wake sparked something within me. How was I, Finley Shenanigan, to become the greatest, most legendary bard that Candoria had ever seen if no one was around to behold my glory? More importantly, where is Alundra? When will she be back? And what will she be wearing? Hopefully something revealing. Anywho, setting on my journey, I shared my glamour with those who had never witnessed such pure, unadulterated excellence before. My legacy was to replace their despair and unite the people for the war yet to come. In the end of the day, everyone can be a hero. Everyone has a little adventure inside of them. And if you don't, would you like one?
Ah, salutations. I am Rin Enoran, historian of Candoria, renowned problem solver, an elf of esteemed conscience. When I became of age, I set out as a Rena and departed from my home of Othalos to the city of Egoras to study the arcane arts. With some difficulties, I was able to teach myself while working as a scribe in the library of Alashar. There, I produced a masterpiece of Candoria's history and its secrets. My manifesto, the true record of our world. However, even my aspirations dwindled when Alundra's guidance vanished, followed by the devastation from the horseman's wake. Despite all the wounds we have suffered, I shall never let our existence be forgotten, for I believe our best hope lies with our knowledge and story made eternal.
My name is Kurt Glaskin, and I have lost everything that I've loved in this world. My daughters, my wife, my friends, all of them dead to the horsemen. And now I have a chance to redeem myself, to protect my friends, to lead humanity into a new age of light and hope. Alundra abandoned us, the goddesses abandoned us, and left us with these monsters. And I want to take everything from them that they've taken from us. I live in a world of blood and hatred and violence, and so I will become that violence. I will be that hatred, and I will be exactly what we need, a sword against the darkness.
My name is Urgra Dropper, and I am a dependable ambassador. I was the only half-breed in my mother's tribe of orcs where the threat of being eaten constantly hung over my head. And yet, those were some of the happiest times of my life compared to my time with the Revenant. I was 12 when I first picked up a bow and started hunting, and I quickly found that people make the most interesting prey and often deserve an arrow in the head far more than most monsters. Magic and even the Three Sisters were always something weird and sinister to me. That is, until by chance I crossed paths with the High Priestess Alundra, who showed me that magic, like everything else, can be used for good or for evil. And that's what I'll keep on repeating to myself every time one of those stuck-up magical morons say something that makes me want to cut out their tongues.
The following program features adults using adult language. You have been warned.
No worries.
All right, we are back. Thanks for sticking with us, everyone. Real quick, we're going to reopen the raffle, another 1,500 table tokens.
Woo!
We had a pretty intense episode. Sorry I wasn't watching the chat. I know a lot of people were saying stuff. I wasn't able to keep up with it because we're having to focus on the game. Hope everyone is doing good. We're glad you are here with us. All right, giveaway is open. Exclamation point raffle will get you guys in there free to enter. If you guys are subscribers, you'll get 2 tickets for there. Also, quick plug. Want to support the channel? We got cool merch. It is in the panel down below. It's the second one, and just if you click on it, I'll bring you to this the Stream Elements store. All right, so that is open. Someone remind me to close it. We'll just let it go, and we'll turn it back over to you guys. All right, so Finley was talking with Kurtz's daughters, learning a little bit while playing songs, promised to take them home, turned into a badger.
What was that face, Tibbs? I saw that. Don't think I didn't see that.
Turned into a badger.
Sean goes, Finley's talking to his daughters, and Tibbs goes,
No, I didn't.
I'm not kidding on them. They are 9 and 11, sir. I have some sort of morals.
Do
That's
you?
where you're going with that.
What?
Oh, okay.
I don't think anybody went there, Kyle, except for you.
It's what it looked like. It's what it looked like in the moment. I'm sorry, Tibbs, if that's not what you meant, but it's what it looked like.
Anyway,
but they will get
badger.
they will get older. Just saying. But anyway, continuing.
Urgra handed the good berries over to Rin and said, "You got this," and is taking off. So.
Oh yeah, I'm a badger. I can't talk. Okay, bye guys. Do your thing.
Yeah, snack away.
So Rin, you got the.
All right.
Or we can pan over to Urgra and Kurtz, whichever.
Nice, Finley Badger Finley. Would you like a berry? Lovely berry. Maybe, gentle Finley, gentle. Okay, great. We're good. I think he was intending for you girls to ride atop him. Do you need some help up?
I can turn my volume up. Sorry, chat. We've been having audio issues tonight. Hopefully you guys can hear me now.
What also can work, by the way, this is what I had to find out for me, is that if I maxed my mic on the OBS and whatnot, to balance it out for the Twitch, if you just reduce the players down, then they can turn their Twitch volume up higher so that we don't sound like we're overly loud, but it raises you up by lowering us. You know?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It reaches the equilibrium.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, well, their volume's full blast.
Well,
but yeah.
Okay, we'll just play this, see if that works. Okay. Just a little bit. All right, so Kurt's Urgra.
Oh, Rin wasn't done.
Oh, Rin. Sorry.
No, I was asking DM as, the kids. Do you need help up?
Oh, gotcha. If it's okay, I'd like to ride him.
All right. Which one was that?
The little one.
Emily.
Yeah.
All right. Up. All right. Up we go. On right there. Make sure to grab on tight. Don't fall. No. Down you go. I instead conjure a saddle.
Okay.
To
Beautiful.
kind of make it a little bit more strapping. The saddle can't have, I guess, really. Well, how big is a giant badger, anyways?
The dire giant badger.
Is it medium or large?
I don't know. Finley, you picked it. Well, she picked it, but
I think it's medium.
It's probably a medium. Well, I can go to a challenge rating 4 just for its sizeness, and I mean, elephants are huge. So
we can real of cool it, yeah, if you want.
Yeah. So
just a
what's
big badger.
medium, large? We'll say large. How about that?
Okay, crap. All right.
And as I see them struggling,
hold on.
I'll flop down on my belly and put my feet out, just
It's a
like
medium.
flop there.
It's a medium beast, thank God.
Okay, there you
so
go.
good. I can do a 3 by 3 foot cube in a sense. That should be enough to wrap around your rib cage, I'm hoping.
Sure.
So I'm
Yep.
going to do that and secure that. And hopefully, they can now have something to actually ride atop and grip on. So then
The
I will
big
seat
appa.
them on the saddle so that they can try to ride him effectively.
Amazing. Okay. All right, Finley, you taking for like a little run around in circles or something, or what?
I'll do a little gallivant. Saddle's
Okay.
working good. We got an hour of that. Continue on our way.
Yes, I'll cast it again when the hour's up and we have a break. Technically, you can't last that long, Finley. It's only an hour for you anyways. It works fine.
Okay. All right, so Kurtz, Urgra.
So Urgra sees Kurtz probably doing a little bit of surveillance, looking out for possible dangers. Is there anything particular you're doing? Anything twitchy or anything like that?
Oh, he definitely probably still is putting off that persona of like a caged animal, but it's more like where before he was like trying not to. This is more of like embracing that sort of paranoia and like persona almost.
So a good 30 feet away, Urgra will
Just look back. What?
okay. And she'll try to walk up to keep pace with you.
There's
So,
something you need.
well, big day for you.
You could call it that.
So, earlier, before we went in the cave, you shared a little something about your past, future. You know what I mean. And well, I mean, I trust you did what you had to do, but I just wanted to let you know that you aren't exactly alone. Orc tribes are, you know, they don't have the best reputation, known for being rather brutal, and so, you know, eating, consuming parts of your fallen enemies is definitely not unheard of. But they also tend to enjoy a certain type of sentient humanoid very much. And that happened to be Kenku. I mean, I don't know if you've ever tried it before, but if you just like cook them just right, get a little bread batter on them, it's just. But haven't done it since I they took me in. It was a trip the first few years, but I'm just letting you know. You don't feel. I mean, I'll tell you, Finley freaked out a little bit, but I think he's not gonna do it. He's gonna be weird, weirder than normal, but he's not gonna do anything bad.
While I appreciate your concern, what happened in my past is of no concern to me.
And so the future then.
The future. I get my daughters to the temple. I turn them into Tavaria's care and ensure their safe upbringing. And then we continue with our quest.
So just to sort of clarify, you're more worried about your daughter's safety as opposed to possibly their happiness or what kind of people they may grow into.
Yes.
Well, then I can't really argue with your logic. We haven't made too many powerful allies. The only one I can think of is maybe Vana, who's relatively neutral and not an enemy of the state.
I would prefer that their lives be as normal as possible after this. I will actually be ensuring that they don't come into contact with us ever again.
I mean, if that's your wish.
It is. Is there anything else?
Have you tried to actually use your aura sight thingy on that new thing?
I've already seen what it is.
Have you tried taking it off?
Why?
To see if you can.
Well, it's like I said, it's not like yours or Finley's. It's under my control.
You've had it for 2 hours.
Maybe I understand mine more than you understand yours. because yours is trying to turn you into something you never were, while mine's just trying to put me back into who I was.
You're a person who killed their men.
I'm a man who didn't stand for disrespect. They aren't dead. They aren't going to be disobeying me ever again.
Are they still around you?
And I'll just sort of hold up the gauntlet and sort of flex it.
Hmm.
The snap of a finger.
All right. Do you want me to take over, or are you still good up here?
I'm fine. I'll scout ahead. I'll leave a mark if anything's on the road. Meet you back at the teleportation circle.
So,
all right. And by the way, if you see a giant badger, it's not trying to take away your kids. It's just Finley.
That's a good warning, actually.
Yeah.
No,
It makes sense.
Burger will fall back.
Okay, so Kurtz, you're wanting to take them back to the temple?
Yep.
Okay. So when you guys get ready to set out, they're going to notice the direction that you are wanting to take them, and Cassandra will kind of look over at all of you. I thought you were taking us home.
Wait, time out. Wait, hold on. So we got to this place at 1,
Mm-hmm.
and we had to walk back to Hergdeflurgen to teleport to
Gandoria.
So
You're
the
about
walk-
halfway. It's the same distance to Gloucester where they want to go, and Herderflurgen where Kurtz was saying he wants to take them to teleport back to Kandoria.
Okay. So there's a fork.
Yeah, you guys are about in the middle.
Okay, continue. I thought we were in Kandoria. I was like, what the hell just happened?
I will sort of.
You guys
still
are
keeping my distance. I'll sort of match pace with them and say, "Are you girls aware of who Tavaria is?"
We've heard the name. Solomon has spoken of her before.
Well, Tavaria is the high priestess of the temple. So she is actually the one who is closest to the goddesses. You understand?
Solomon says that she might be wrong.
And she very well might be. But that is for you to decide. Not Solomon and not Tavaria. Well, I'm only asking because Tavaria is a very good friend of mine. And it just so happens that she owes me a favor. So I'm going to bring you guys to Kandoria, to Tavaria. And if you guys want to go home, back to, what's it called?
Gloucester. You guys went there once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure that she could arrange travel.
Cassandra will kind of kick her foot over the side of the badger and slide herself down. Emily, you stay up here. Maybe he'll take you for another ride. And she'll kind of walk a couple paces away. And she'll look at you. It sounded earlier like they were saying you're our father.
Must have been a dream.
No, you specifically said, Kurt,
Ren.
you are their father.
Right. It was probably some effect from the enchantment you two were under. Strange dreams.
So you aren't?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
And you'll see her mood kind of shift to, curious to almost a little disappointed. She still seems like she's a little scared of you, but more cautious. Kind of like seeing that you guys are all together. You guys just assumingly helped them. But she'll be kind of still look. As soon as you say that, you'll see her facial expressions turned on. She's pretty disappointed. Well, Finley promised that you guys would take us home, and looks like you're wanting us to walk a different direction.
Like I explained, I'm sure if you tell Tavaria that you want to go back to Glanchester, she will take you there. Glanchester is run by the temple, and Tavaria is the head of the temple. If that's where the goddesses think you should be, then that's where you will end up.
I'm quite confused. Where is home for you girls?
Glanchester.
Glanchester.
With Solomon.
With Solomon? But what about your mother? Didn't she take care of you for the longest time at the farm?
You'll see her looking a little confused.
Do you not remember your mother?
I remember her, but Selena was saying that we were having some problems remembering some things. Maybe that's as part of it.
Problem remembering?
I'm sure it's an enchantment, like the dream you had. Just an after effect. It'll fade with time.
Do you want me to see if I can maybe figure out what's happening?
No.
Well, I can determine if there's a magical effect.
No.
You're very confusing right now.
I think it's best that we get back on the road. Girls, we will take you to Glanchester if that is what you truly want.
It is, please. And she will actually extend her hands and kind of grab your hand that's not the gauntlet. Both of them will kind of wrap around you, and you haven't touched your daughters in so long. And just that moment of them finally making contact with you, just floods of memories. And when they were little girls, and you'd throw them in the air and you'd walk them through your farms and show them the boundary markers, just all these memories coming in, and the cooking your wife used to do, and you'd come in the door after farming after a long day, and they'd come running and hugging, grabbing on your legs and just squeezing, and kind of sit on your feet as you just kind of tromp around with them sitting on, and all this stuff kind of floods to you. She's obviously unaware of this, but as her hands reaches to you, that is what we want. We do want to go home. Please.
Shirts will just nod, say, gentlemen, Ergra, change of course, I'm afraid. We're going to Glanchester.
All right. Finley! No, Finley, don't go over there. Come back here.
Chewing on a branch.
They're gonna burrow, just like.
And Emily just, as you're just, yay! Oh! And she's like, got back onto this.
Hey, she's the one who pulled the reins over that way. Just going
Got
to
an
the
intelligence
fucking,
of 2, you don't know.
Just eating the bush over here, just. Hopefully these berries are okay to eat.
Ergo will walk over to the saddle, put one hand on it, and kind of guide it in the correct direction.
I think we need to give Finley a little bit more instruction on what animals to pick when he does this.
I mean, he looks like he's having fun.
I don't think he even knows what the word fun means.
Isn't that the point?
Isn't that his middle name?
Finley Fun Shenanigans.
But he's not going to be having fun later tonight with those berries he just ate.
Well, he might not be having fun in the next however long it takes.
No, the badger takes the damage.
He only can be this form for an hour, and we've been traveling for how long?
Well, you guys were getting ready to set out, So
We haven't
now,
moved yet. Shit.
yeah, that was all like
dear God,
figuring out what to do. Yep.
All right, we're walking. Take
right.
We're walking.
Oh, boy.
All right. So
Okay, no, this is a long walk, isn't it?
It's gonna be the rest of the day, I think.
Yeah. Okay, if it's going to be the rest of the day,
you guys
Rin's
would
going
get
to
there
do.
about at nightfall.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to camp. All right. If we don't camp, never mind.
If that's where you go, yeah.
Yeah. If we don't have to camp, not a problem.
Okay. Anybody have any other things? Finley, your form will last for an hour, and afterwards you'll resume back to you. You can kind of, have them on the saddles so they don't have to walk the whole way. But then after the hour, you would, go back to your regular self. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Wow. Okay. There we go. That's as far as we're getting. That's. Whew, I'm exhausted. I'm super tired here. Okay. Everyone off. It's like, nope. Well, maybe. Okay. Well, I look over at the rest of the group. How far have we gone?
An hour's worth.
Why does my mouth taste like leaves and twigs and dirt?
You were having a fun time as a batter.
You were eating leaves, twigs, and dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
It's probably good for you, all the fiber.
I should probably not be that again. Just forward thinking. Something else.
Something with more intelligence, perhaps. Yes, maybe a horse. I think has a bit more than that badger.
Kind of thinks for a minute. I did look up that I could be this. How much farther do we have to go? I mean, I don't really know time right now.
Well, it's gonna take
we got a while.
Yeah, it's a while. It's like
four.
This is the day.
I can do that one more time. It'd be a lot of fun.
Sure, Finley. Sure.
Do it like midway when they get tired.
I'm just gonna cast secret
Okay, that's
message.
fair. Yeah. I'll do it in a little bit.
I'm casting a silent message to Finley, going, Finley, I also know the spell.
Oh, I don't cast one. Oh, you do? Okay, that's fun. I mean, are we in any pertinent danger? Where are we going, by the way? I've just been walking aimlessly. Where are these guys hold the reins?
We're heading to Glanchester.
Oh, good. Wait, actually, I wanted to wait. Hold on. Wait, just what? Can we take a 5? Can we take a 5? How long have we been walking for?
An hour.
Okay. Just real quick here, just keeping the girls in eyesight over here. I don't know if y'all wanted to maybe get some real quick pertinent information. But I learned a little bit from talking with the girls here about, well, let me just kind of spit it out in a real quicky-dicky thing here. So your girls were staying with Claudia, right, up in that town, right, with Solomon, and they were abducted, right, and they were out for a whole week. And a real interesting tidbit of information they dropped was that there was a baby that they wanted to see, blonde hair, about a yearish or so old, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. And they mentioned that it was Tatiana's baby. Does that name ring a bell to anyone at all? Just
that's probably
Tatiana.
That probably means that she's dead.
What? No, wait, what? No, wait.
No, I didn't really get a grasp of
No,
that.
Run it by that timeline again. What did you say? How old is the baby?
I don't know. They said they really didn't. I mean, they're little. They don't know really. A year, maybe less, maybe more, something like that. Blonde
Well, it
hair.
can't be hers if it's more than a year. It cannot be. She was starting to form, but she wouldn't have given birth immediately after we had, departed. She had at least a few months, guaranteed.
Well, it's been a year, and
Yes, the baby could not be a year.
It might be younger than that. They don't know.
My guess is the baby, at best, could maybe be 6, 5, probably.
Well, they are children, so I mean, they could be off.
Also, some women really don't show their first time.
Also, this is like the Middle Ages, so that baby was probably premature.
Lots of variables.
So anyway, just throwing it out
That
there.
tangent happened.
Sounds like we got a baby I'm in the midst here.
But you're sure then it's Tatiana's?
Hey, that's what they said. Okay, I mean they dropped.
They mentioned
name
her by
drops.
name.
Yeah.
Did they say that she was there?
Did they meet her?
From what I'm gathering, yeah, that's what they said.
So Tatiana made her way to Solomon.
Yeah, didn't we leave them with that bishop guy and the other chick? Didn't you guys get them all to run away?
But they were leaving soon, they said.
Well, they had a year to figure it out, so apparently they made their way there.
Well,
Well, I'd be curious. I would be interested to see what exactly is going on up in Solomon's little village.
Yes, I have a few questions for the man myself.
Well, I think one question would be, now, I did make a promise that we would take them home. I did not make a promise that we would stay there, because I really want to figure out, we shouldn't leave the children where they were abducted in the first place. I mean, we can all agree to that, right? That's not happening. Hey, let's take the children back where they were abducted. No, I don't think that's... we could stay there for a little bit to get some answers, but I think we should, not dilly-dally on how long that goes for.
Well, they said that this is their home, and they wanted to go home.
Sure. Maybe we'll go home so they can grab some things. I don't think it's the safest place to go to the scene of the crime and just, start paying rent again. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea.
Well, here's the thing.
Well.
The chieftain of the Legion was a second of mine, and she remembered me from before we
Well,
went
the girls
back.
are far away, right?
Yeah, this can be away from them, yeah.
Okay, good. Did anyone consider the thought that perhaps maybe Glenchester might be in ashes?
Well, we can be walking. Can they just be ahead of us? I mean, we just don't... We'll keep walking.
Yeah, this is walk talk. Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. All right, good.
Well, honestly, I don't think so.
If
Because
she brought that army.
Well, if they were just going to do a quick smash and grab, why would they go through the bother of enchanting them and sleeping there? Why wouldn't they just tie them up or chain them up?
Well, I'll tell you what I can do. When we're about like a mile or so out, I could take a little peek-see just to make sure we're not running into anything bad.
That might be for the best.
Not a bad idea.
All right. Put that on the to-do list.
Well,
got it.
My you understand what I'm saying. She said that when we went to the Void and met Alundra, her essence was ripped from that time and put into the body of this time.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait, who? What now? Huh?
Alex, my second in command, she was the chieftain. She was the one who challenged me. And
Wait, what? She was the chieftain?
Yes.
Why didn't you say that?
I just
Yeah.
did.
What?
Okay.
I asked you earlier.
That's fair. That's okay. Continue the story. I want to hear this.
He's using polysyllabic words now, Rain. He's progressed.
Bad man, woman, stab Kurtz. Old
is enlightened.
Smash piece.
There we go. Now we're back. Okay.
Bitch.
Wait, okay, so just for the sake of it, I know we're time traveling here, so I know things get a little wonky, but you're saying that the person that you were...
My second in command.
Yep, sure, we'll go with that.
Remembered me and what happened here, or there, I guess now. Through and past the point of her own death. When we were ripped out of our time by Alundra, her soul was ripped out as well because of its attachment to mine.
Attachment to yours?
I don't know. I really wasn't in the mood to ask questions.
Well,
that's fair.
Aren't you divinely attuned to them? That's the whole thing you've been referring to, that you have been blessed and chosen by the goddesses. You now have powers that have been granted to you because you are now somehow linked to them.
She has been here since we first got here. Since before Conquest. She has been here the entire time, but playing out every single day. Her essence, her soul, took over the soul of her body in this time.
Because it was tied to yours?
Yes.
Somehow?
Yes.
Are there any other souls tied to yours?
I don't know.
Are there any other souls that we should be wary about?
I don't know.
Come on, Chris, this is your history.
Are there any other people that...
I'll be honest, this was a little bit of a shock.
Sure. A lot to take in. Yeah, right? A lot to take in.
Listen.
So, I mean, just and all right, so let's just stop beating around the berry bush here. So, I mean...
Thanks for clarifying it was berry.
Just to throw it out there, Kurtz Glaskin, you have taken lots of souls, all right? And this is the first time one has come back to remember that. is this the first one or only one that you've ever
Well, this is the first one that's manifested into a physical form.
that you've consumed their wisdom, as you so gently put it before?
Something like that.
No. Wait. Kurtz, what about the other two at the beginning? They didn't disappear into ash. Your hobgoblin and human, they didn't disappear.
They did.
They didn't turn. Did they turn to ash?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought they just hopped away. I didn't.
No, they
I didn't think they ashed. They ashed. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe
Strike it.
that the spirits of my legion were brought here by her, retaining their memories, retaining the memories of my failure and their loss.
Kurtz, you said that new gauntlet of yours, you took it from her.
Yes.
So, remember how I was talking about maybe there are the dark powers that mirror the sisters. Maybe
no,
that's
it's definitely that gives off the same aura as yours and Finley's items.
But it seemed interesting in that the masked one who sent you the doll, sent us the letter, he didn't seem to orchestrate this. This seems to be the work of something else.
Are you sure?
He seemed to try to stop it.
The masked one tried to stop it?
He did warn us in the letter.
Well, perhaps
Out of
it was this
character.
grand scheme of his.
Maybe.
It's hard to know anything at this point.
Well, the difference is also mine. I control mine. It doesn't control me.
All right. Well, we'll put that in the back burner for the moment. And take that in as we see what happens with you, Kurtz. But just try to be a little bit more careful.
Let me show you next.
Next what?
Well, who's the only one left?
To what?
Finley, Ergra, myself. We've all had our little
Oh,
puppets.
don't. I would rather not think if that's the possibility. No.
I mean, a small Rin puppet would be adorable. I mean, they've all been pretty cute so far. Mine probably the most, but that's just,
I don't know about that.
I mean, Kurtz's was really, yeah, he was cute too.
Considering the hell we go through each time with these, I would not like to encounter one, if at all possible.
I'm pretty sure it's an
I don't really think it's our
eventuality at
choice.
this point.
Yeah.
Well, no one says we have to follow the doll. So,
Well, I tried not following mine and it wouldn't go away.
well, perhaps you lack the patience. I have
Well-
centuries under my belt to have learned to be a bit more patient.
There's the eye roll.
Also, if you all remember with Finley, we kind of just were kidnapped. So
Well,
if
you were
wa-
forced against... Yes, I understand
Well, Finley, when we did Finley's one, we were all just taken. So I assume that if he wants us to be somewhere, he's gonna get us there.
I mean, in all fairness, right? I mean, sure, we have gone through some pretty crazy adventures following these puppets, right? But, I mean, in the end, we've come out on top, right? I mean, we're all in good health. We have these items. Well, I used to have one, but you guys get to keep your really cool
actually-
items, you know?
Does Finley have his?
No, you still have it.
Well, it's been a year.
Our items don't change.
In our year gap,
Yeah.
did Kurt still hold the mask, or did it revert back to Finley?
For quantum items.
I
don't know if
haven't
that's a
checked.
thing.
DM, what is it?
I haven't checked.
We're checking now. What happened? DM, where is it?
Because that means he's at neutral if I held it for a year.
I don't see it.
Actually,
Don't think that's...
if you look like, are you wanting it to be there, Finley?
I don't see it in my bag. It's not in my satchel.
When you go to look for it, it's there.
Oh.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Actually, I would have been surprised if he didn't have it.
All right, well, it seems to be forever tied to you, Finley, but maybe perhaps not touching it, using it. Unless I
look at
suppose
it.
it's the worst case scenario, Finley.
So wait, I can look at it and I can smell it. All right.
You'll lick it. And I can lick it. Okay. 3 out of the 5 senses. Good. Okay. Still on top.
Licking is touching it.
Ah, you're right. I'll figure it out.
Use your imagination.
Right. All right. So, lots of questions here. First of all, need to make sure that when we get there, it's actually all in one piece. We got that pinned. I will look at it from afar. And let's make some plans here, shall we? You know, I really like the idea of like maybe having a little bit of an idea of what's going on, because truth be told, we just kind of walked into a cave with no real game plan. One of our members walked off into a cave by himself. Lord only knows what happens. Thank goodness that he came out on top, and a bunch of things pooped that probably could have killed us if they weren't made of dust. I don't know, but you know, we didn't really have a plan going to talk to Alindra either, and maybe just try it out. Maybe have a little bit of a plan, even if we don't follow it and it goes to shite. At least we had one, you know. So,
well,
plan A, the city's there, the town of Gladchester's there. Cool, go. What do we do? Plan B, it's in ruins. What do we do? We have a long walk. Let's figure this out.
Okay. Plan A, it's there. We pass him over to Tatiana. If Tatiana's not there, we pass him over to someone. I don't know. Probably not
Solomon?
see Solomon. Well, I don't want to see Solomon, so I'll kill him. Plan B, it's in ruins. We stall and get lost in the woods for the night. And maybe just lead them in a different direction and say, sorry, we got lost. This is a different city. I'm sure you'll get back to wherever when we leave you with the temple that's here.
I'm actually really impressed your daughter knew we were not heading there, considering she was asleep the entire time she was taken away.
Well, they've grown to be very intelligent.
Well, the mountains are quite, you know, a noticeable landmark, Ergra.
Fair.
Didn't just let me have that, could you? I have smart kids. Didn't just...
They could recognize a mountain.
They recognize a mountain.
No,
they're
they're only half the master race. That's what this is.
Perspective, true. Okay, hey, could I maybe throw out a plan C, right? Could we go there regardless of plan A or B, but we take the little ones there to gather some things so we can say that we took them home, maybe spend the night there because it looks like we're probably going to have to, you know, and then, you know, not leave children where they were abducted before. I'm really kind of sticking to that idea that maybe not doing that would be a really good course of action.
Well,
like,
they were abducted by my legion, which is under my control now.
I mean, you know that for certain?
Possibly.
Because your little one said that they don't remember. They're outside picking some cabbages. Bad things apparently happen with cabbages. Seen lots of plays with that.
Alex,
it's an Avatar reference. Continue. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Alex unveiled her whole evil plan before we fought.
Okay, so
Which was
kidnap my children. Well, they weren't ghosts. That's
to
what
what
I was saying.
point?
They were made manifest.
Wow. Okay.
To get me.
So she just wanted to kill you?
She wanted to make me suffer.
Because
she remembered me leading her to her death and then me subsequently consuming her.
Oh, so you did.
Yes, I thought I had made that quite clear, but
it was vague enough to be interpreted one way or the other.
It really wasn't.
I mean, so yeah, vague, schmeg, in between, whatever. So again, I'm just gonna right back to the idea of someone wanted your children. Probably not the best idea, you know, to just dump them right back where they were, you know. Just throwing it out there as a thought.
How's this? How about we take them there, we stay the night. I have some matters to discuss with Solomon, so we wait till morning to do that. And if they disappear again, they disappear again. Or if someone is hunting me still, and I show up where they already ambushed someone, then I'll be there to deal with that problem.
I mean, Finley, where would you take them if we don't leave them there?
I mean, my first thought is just anywhere other than they were abducted from. Just would be better, and then maybe filter from there if we had some options. But I made a promise, and I intend to keep that promise. However, just to be the shenaniganizer that I am, I promised that we would take them home. I didn't say that they would get to stay there. So, fulfilling my promise, kind of being a dick about it, but that's for me to deal with.
I just think that I just think that I don't know. Kurtz isn't gonna go for it. I'll just say that. He's gonna be set on just taking them there and making sure they're cool there, and then getting as far away from here as possible.
Well, like I said, that just is my thoughts. Not saying that's what has to happen. They are your children, sir, but
You're
letting it be known.
You were saying
letting
that
it be known
for...
that I am not comfortable with doing that. That is my Finley vote if I have one.
So, Kurtz, you were saying that for Glanchester, or you were saying that for the
take
temple?
take him to Glanchester.
Okay.
And if Solomon's there, if everything's chill there, if it's not destroyed, stay the night there, because we're going to have to stay the night there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Kurtz is going to have a word with Solomon. And then in the morning, if someone's waiting to attack us or abduct them again, we'll be there. And if they're still hunting Kurtz, he's going to be there. And that's going to be the easiest place for them to find him. So, and if nothing happens, nothing happens. But we can't camp out there the whole week, and we can't be trailing them around the continent with us.
Sure. Brandon, give me a history check real quick.
A history check.
About halfway. I'm sorry, go ahead. Do what you're doing. Sorry, go ahead.
14.
14. All right. So, not gonna be enough for a ton of information, but you would be pretty sure, thinking about where the horsemen went and the original timeline, Glanchester's in the area where it would have been destroyed by the first horseman. But you guys came when it arrived.
Yes. So it never got to do its trail of slaughter.
Right.
Yes.
No, that's how Timmy became an orphan.
Well,
no, Timmy was born after the horseman.
Was he? We have a
We
blonde-haired,
saw-
blue-eyed
Yes.
child called Timothy hanging out at a place that just so happens to be the place of Kurtz's daughters and Tatiana.
I mean,
Well, he could have been raised in different. If that was the same Timothy, she could have, raised him in Candoria, because technically you found him in Candoria.
Exactly.
And he wouldn't have been sent up to that particular Solomon area because it would have been decimated before he was born.
It's time travel bullshit.
So
I mean,
many things going on right now.
all I'm hearing is that regardless of the timeline, Tatiana is a slut.
Wow. That's what you got out of that.
I mean, damn, Ergo, okay.
I mean,
Just shaming people over here. Fucking hell. Whatever.
So once we get halfway, I can polymorph again because I said I would.
Sure.
If I'm reading this correctly, it just says the new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's, or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. So, does that mean I can go as high as 8?
yep.
Yes.
Well, hot damn! Why wasn't I a fucking T-Rex before? What are we doing with
God.
badgers?
Usually by the
The
DM's
girls
determines
asked
whether or
for
not-
a badger.
What are we doing with badgers,
that's
Sean?
terrifying.
It
too.
has to be a creature that is
You know.
in the
Oh,
world
yeah, I know.
and that you know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's have imaginations. I want a T-Rex with giant wings. Okay. Anyway.
Terrifying.
So
Fucking
it looks
wands
like
blasting on its head.
So I will go ahead, as we're halfway somewhere in there, I'll go ahead and pop my polymorph again. And this time, dealer's choice for Finley, I will turn into as cool looking of a mammoth as I can, up to the Luxaderm's fitting visual that I drew in my head when Kurtz was describing, tusks on the spikes on the tusks and things. But
It's
I don't think I
horrifying.
can go. I don't think I can go that far, but I'm still gonna try. But I'm gonna do a mammoth.
And to find out how this form goes, You guys want to tune in next week. Every
Oh,
Tuesday,
God.
we play Horsemen of the Apocalypse on Tuesdays.
Amazing.
We also have some other fantastic shows on the channel. We have Aegis Past, which is run by AJ here, and 2 of the players here also play there as well. That is on Sunday evenings. Wednesdays, we have Rise of Unity that is going to get started up. So the guy who showed up for a little bit, the guest player, Spaz, he's been a developer, Codium, he's helped a lot with this game. That is going to be starting up on Wednesdays. We're going to have some more announcements coming for that soon. That is going to take place in the same world as this campaign, but it's going to be 2,000 years before all of these events. It's going to flesh out a lot of the origin stuff of the things that are canon for these guys. And then on Saturdays we have, if you guys like Magic the Gathering, Dayspoon plays Magic Arena on Saturday evenings, and we also have been working on another show to bring to the channel called World Building, where it's going to be a high fantasy mesh with sci-fi world that is going to eventually come to the channel, but there's a lot of work to do, and we have some devs who have been signing up and helping to do that. So we've been doing dev meetings on that. We're trying to work towards bringing it to the channel, so that will be on Saturday mornings. All the information's down below. We're still working out the details of when that's going to kick off, but lots of cool stuff. If you guys want to play with us, if you play D&D and you want to play with us, if you become a tier 3 subscriber, that opens up the guild games. All the information is in our Discord. The link is down below, where you guys can create a character and play with us on like non-canon games, but then your PC that you make is going to be able to have appearances in our games.
It's kind of canon, yeah. Like you show up, you can show up, interact in the game. It's really cool. We're thinking about doing it Mondays and Fridays, but it's still very tentative on those days. But yeah,
we're still looking for more people. So if you guys jump in the Discord, there's one that says the guild games. Let us know when you want to play, stuff like that, because we want to get those going. That's something we've been trying for a while, but scheduling is always the hardest thing with getting games going. So we could really use your help. If you're interested, reach out to us. That's going to be it for us for tonight. Any parting words from our casting crew?
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for
I'm so curious what happens next.
Yeah, see what happens. I'm a mammoth.
I'm just here to be bitter.
Awesome. Hope everybody enjoyed the new overlays.
Great session.
I think they look
Great session.
They
Oh my
turned
gosh,
out
they look
fantastic.
awesome, Sean.
They are.
And again, well done, man. They look freaking dope, dude.
Good. I'm glad everybody likes it. All right, that's gonna be it for us for tonight. We will catch you guys next time. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.